Happy Otome Game Week! We're gonna be checking out Alaris, which just by the title screen alone is, is so pretty. I love the golds that they used. I love me any type of like space design. Interestingly enough, apparently this Otome game is based on lore around dragons and fae. So I'm very curious about that concept. So we'll see. Also apparently has voice acting, which any game that has voice acting. Hi. Hi, I want to see what's going on here. You know, I want to see what everyone's take is on the voices and the characters and everything. So I'm very excited about this. Disclaimer. Alaris is a tale currently in progress. Like many things in nature, time may change some of the elements. Indeed, aspects of this story may transform before the final product. New components of their narrative might be discovered, and the way in which one navigates the world of Alaris may alter. With that said, it is our hope that this story, as it discovered thus far, is to your liking. We all carry scars with us, wounds that have healed with time, that may still be sensitive. This is a story that may touch on some of those wounds. A tale that covers attempted kidnapping and stalking. A tale that contains mild language, mild violence, and mild sexual content. While it is not our intention to inflict harm through this story, we caution you know your boundaries and the wounds you may carry. This is the first time I've ever seen a content warning displayed like this, honestly. The world you've come to is different now. I don't know if I'm supposed to click. Okay, I was supposed to click. In an era long past, dragons roamed these lands, masters of ether, harbingers of justice, keepers of peace. In an era long past, humans roamed these lands, but these beings were different from the ones of today. These beings were selfish, ignorant, destructive. Thrust into a land beyond their control, human created a magic of their own, one built from their own cunning. They called it technology. Oh, it is red. Uh-oh. Technology was powerful, so powerful, it rivaled even the might of their dragon protectors. Oh, I don't think that person's doing very good, but their magic had a price. Unable to harness the power of the ether, human magic stole from that of nature. Stop! Monster! How could you do this? Ah! What have we done? Chaos descended, darkness spread through the land, poisoning the hearts of many. Until hope became a luxury you could afford. On a still moonlit night, a ritual was conducted. One with the power to reverse the destruction that ravaged these lands. But it came at a terrible cost. And so marked the end of an era, and with it the era of a powerful species. That's right. An era long past, dragon roamed these lands, masters of ether, harbingers of justice, keepers of peace. But these beings are no more. And in exchange for their noble sacrifice, all others were slowly able to recover. And recover they did. What's this? Hey, look! Magic? Could it be? In an era long past, humans roamed these lands. These beings were selfish, ignorant, destructive. But these beings were different from the ones of today. For you see, the dragons of lore left behind more than peace. They left behind their magic. Magic that humans could now access. With these newfound powers at their fingertips, humans carried on the legacy, peace left behind by the dragons. Thus began the dawn of a new age. At least, this is how the story of the world is told. Ooh, pretty forest. And you, stumbling before me, still full of potential. How do you play into all of this? I see you do not even have a name yet. Oh? Why is the narrator so sassy at me right now? You do have a name? Very well. What is it? It is I. Eep. How strange. It's a normal fucking name. Then I shall know you as Eve. And how does one refer to you in this world? Oh, thank God you have a pronoun option. Thank you! Just use they, them. It's fine. Excellent. I'm all the more wiser now. And how would you like others to view you? Neutral, please. Pleasies. I see. So it'd be right to say that I prefer neutral terms and go by they, them. Yes, that is correct. Please stop referring to me as she, her. Thank you. Is this right? This can't be changed later. Yes! I'm very sure of this. Very good. Did you know? Humans believe the personality to be a mighty force, shaping much of their experience, their interactions, their relationships. Will you choose to be brave? Oh, what is that? Chess piece? I forgot what it is. The tower, I think? Kind? That's a sun with a bottle in it. Wise. A feather. Ooh, a feather! Charismatic. I'm not charismatic. A heart bottle one. Also with a lotus. Or perhaps a blend. At times when it is unclear, there may be resources to aid you. You see, I have a gift. A codex, if you will. This codex may guide you during moments of confusion. Simply hover over the terms of this age and you will deduce their meanings. You would like a demonstration? Very well, let us practice. A term used often in this age is energy. I have spoons, and I only have 3 right now. I hope this tool is of use to you. Keep it as a gift from me to you. Thank you, narrator. Oh, you doubt my goodwill. How amusing. You're wise for your age. So be it. You have seen through me. In exchange for this present, entertain me a while longer. Dawn approaches, and I find myself having many questions about you. Let's start with something simple. Who do you aspire to be? See, if this was younger me, I'd say a scholar. However, I think 95% of the time that I exist in other people's relationships, I usually am either protector or scholar. I think scholar might fit a little bit more than protector in this case. So I'm gonna go with that. Oh, I got a feather! Cool! It's just like me. They know I'm a bird. Ah, yes. The abyss of the unknown is endless. Isn't it exciting to uncover life's hidden mysteries? Interesting. I feel I know you better already. Another question, then. What terrifies you? Rejection, loss, or helplessness? I think loss is a natural thing in life, and as is rejection. I think the only one that I actually feel some sort of fear towards is helplessness, because I hate feeling helpless. Ah, I got the bishop. There is nothing worse than being faced with your own powerlessness during moments of adversary. But perhaps we should talk of more hopeful things. Tell me, what do you long for? A snack right about now, actually. I long for a nice chicky soup right now. Freedom, belonging, or legacy? I feel like for me, belonging doesn't really matter as much. Like, there is always a sense of, like, I would like to belong somewhere, especially, like, and being someone who is, neurotypical, I think that's the term. Oh god, I'm blanking out on words today, I'm so tired. Being as someone who is, probably has ADHD, there's always a sense of wanting to belong somewhere. Because the holistics are just like, you seem off, and thus I'm going to judge you, kind of way. Freedom as well. Freedom from quite a lot of things. Like, needing to spend money on rent. I would like freedom from that, honestly. I guess belonging? Both of these ring true for me. Legacy I don't care about as much, personally. I say as a streamer wanting to have an impact on other people, but we don't talk about that. Belonging, I guess. Oh, I got the heart one. I got one of every different kind. I got a mix. Okay. All have a need for belonging. To find others that accept you no matter what is a pure aspiration. Your wish is inspiring. May you find it one day. Aw, thanks, narrator. Strength will be needed for this journey of yours. Fortunately, I see great strength within you. But none of us are without weakness. What may be a personal obstacle on your way for aspirations? Money. Money is a big one right now. I do have unyielding stubbornness too. Fear of others' perspective. I do have a fear of others people's perspective, but at the same time, half of the time I'm just like, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care. Tendency to self-sacrifice. I do also have that quite a lot. I'm gonna go with unyielding stubbornness. That seems like the right answer for me. Oh, I got the feather again. Nice. Pride is a trait often possessed by humans. It can blind them from paths that may be better for them in the long run. This has been enjoyable. What a pleasure to learn more about you. Personality is fascinating. It can embody such varying traits. I got feather again. I don't know what that means. For you, it seems wisdom is important. You remind me of the sages of lore. I do like knowing about lore. Does that count? Perhaps you perceive yourself differently. I know a lot of things, but I also know that because the world is so vast that I will never know everything. You know? Tell me, how did you describe yourself? Chaotic as fuck! Curious, courageous, charismatic, or compassionate? I'm not charismatic. Compassionate, I could say yes. Courageous? I don't know if I'm that brave. Curious? Maybe curious. I'm definitely curious about a lot of things. Feather, they know I'm a bird! They're targeting me! I see. Thank you for answering my questions. It has been enlightening. I look forward to seeing what life has in store for you. Me too, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. A new dawn. This texture, this little smoke texture thing, oh, it's so nice. Ooh, an overgrown forest of some kind. In Japan, I think, because this is a shrine. Now, as much as I love seeing you, I need you to take it easy for a bit, okay? Why am I speaking to myself? Oh, I'm not speaking to myself. Then I'll be fine. You'll be good as new. Well, I can't believe you actually healed me. Nothing's ever worked. Not to brag, but I do get that a lot. I bet. Thank you. Then I'll be going. Of course, hopefully our next session is the last one. The patient left, right as I got a message on my communicator. Coming home soon? Yes, I don't have any other option. Finally. Another long day? Another long day. I heard energy crisis has been getting worse. Must be. I've never been this busy. Hopefully they find a solution soon. I say that again. Well, I'm wrapping up dinner now. You can tell me all about it over some food. Can't wait. Are you going to be passing the grocery on your way back? I guess I'm picking up groceries. Why? Do you think you can pick up some eggs? Not the crying emoji, sure. I'll pick up eggs. It's fine. I can pick them up. Thanks, babe. Be home soon. Okay. Be safe. There's been more overtaken accidents. I will. Love you. Love you too. As I put my communicator away, my muscles ached with exhaustion, and I stifled my groan. Maybe I shouldn't have said I pick all those eggs up. How many eggs am I picking up? Because, like, I thought we were picking up a carton of eggs, not 3 gajillion eggs in my backpack that might be crushed in an instant. My muscles cried out in pain once more as I packed away the last of my supplies, and I groaned, out loud this time. Me a healer, they said. You'll always have a job security, they said. I need a vacation. A hot shower, a warm meal, my sweet, sweet bed. They were all just a couple of blocks. Oh, you live near your workplace? Oh, must be fucking nice. So close, yet so... Who the fuck is this? Ah! Ah! Electric air, the smell of ozone. Energy so concentrated it tasted acrid. And overtaken? Oh. Oh! Thank you for the extra hint. A mysterious and dangerous entity that has made its terrifying appearance in recent years. Little is known about them and their only established characteristics being a mindless state of overflowing energy. My heart rate quickened as I stared into the inhuman void of their eyes. Do they have eyes? I don't see eyes on them. At the blurred outline of their silhouette. Okay, that I can see. Meh. Are these like zombies? If I move carefully, maybe I could still... Ah! Hands reached for me. The energy in the air crackled closer than before. Oh! I don't think they have feet. They don't look like they have feet. I'm just gonna dodge. I tackled them to the ground. Oh, sick! Yo, I'm buff as hell! Pinning their arms back, I pressed against the overtaken and scanned their body. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Dull waves of energy rolled off them, hiding the root of their irregularities, the reason their overtaken state. That is the same. Okay. Come on! Oh, that's not good. Sharp electric energy zipped past me, narrowly missing my left cheek. There! Near the left shoulder, their iridescent energy bubbled, different from everywhere else. I held my hand over it. Vocal one, aren't you? Just work with me here. Or don't. I channeled my energy towards their shoulder. The familiar, warm feeling of my magic radiated from my hand. Slowly, mine intertwined with theirs until the bubbling settled. The overtaken relaxed, sharp bolts of electricity ceasing soon after. Cautiously, I released them as I shifted my focus to their vitals. Everything seems stable. The overtaken incidents really are rising. It's the 5th one I run to just this month. Where are they coming from?
Please, step away from that person.
Who the fuck is this? I jumped at the commanding voice and turned to see 2 people rushing towards me. They're both hot! Drakes already? What's a drake? Detective branch of Central. Drakes are known for their physical proficiency and can be helping the townspeople with laborious errands. Most recently, Drakes have assisted with subduing overtaken. I know. Chat, shut up. Shut up. I know what you're gonna say about this one. Every single one of you, shut up. I can hear you in the comments right now. I hear what you're thinking. Hush! Usually I'm out here by the time they arrive. But on second glance, I couldn't tell these 2 were different. Dragon horns. I can't remember the last time I saw someone with physical manifestations of energy. Strength emanated from him, almost overwhelmingly so, from the self-assured way he carried himself to the towering frame to his deep emerald energy. Magic that flows through all nature. It is in the air we breathe, the water we drink, and all living beings that walk the land. This is the gift given to us by the dragon sacrifice from an era long ago. And his partner was no less intriguing. A kaleidoscope of energy, from rubied reds to sapphired blues, followed their every movement. I've never seen such a complex aura.
Are you hurt?
Whose voice is this? I'm a little tired, but otherwise it's fine. I just got off work, so the last thing I wanted to run into was an overtaken. Am I right? Why are y'all looking at each other like that?
You seem to be rather calm right now.
I've been attacked like 5 times, okay?
Overtaken are quite dangerous. Most find themselves overwhelmed when encountering one.
Caution slowed his speech, sharpened his gaze. Were they suspicious of me? Listen, I just want to go home and pick up eggs, I guess. The 3 million I was talking about. I guess it makes sense given how difficult Overtaken can be to take down. It's overwhelming, but after the 5th Overtaken, you start to get a handle on things.
5? What's your secret? Oh, man, we need someone like you at Central.
Oh. Do they not? Is it not fully voiced? Is it like partial voicing? I didn't even look at the description. It's true. Many of our own Drakes struggle holding their own against the Overtaken. Drake? Oh, what? No, I think you guys have the wrong idea.
What do you mean?
I'm a healer, so I'm less fighting the Overtaken and more healing them, I guess.
You heal them?
In a way. I can't explain how it works myself, but as far as I can tell, I'm able to stabilize them. That way, by the time help comes, like you two, they're more subdued.
I didn't even know Overtaken could be healed. I thought once they enter that state, they have to be knocked out. And sometimes, even that's not enough.
I wasn't aware of this either. I wouldn't be surprised if you were actually the only person who knew this. Healing them. This could change everything about how we deal with the Overtaken.
How is this not like a common thing, is my question. He gestures toward the Overtaken.
Do you mind if I take a look?
I mean, yeah, it's subdued. No, go ahead. As I stepped aside, he knelt and surveyed the Overtaken with a surprising amount of expertise.
Interesting. Their vitals are normal, and there's no sign of serious injuries. Excuse us for a moment. What do you think? This might help with the Overtaken crisis.
It's just one person, though. And what if it's a fluke?
They said they've healed at least 5 Overtaken. Etsa might know what to do with them.
The fuck is Etsa?
They probably go crazy over this. You think this healer will help us, though?
Are you all DPSs? Guys, we need a sustain on this team. What are those two whispering about over there?
Only one way to find out.
True. All right. Let's ask.
I have an idea on how to convince them.
Why is the text wiggling? What are you trying to convince me of?
Huh? Wait, no, Kane!
The red-haired Drake fixed their gaze on me, eyes glimmering. This is a personal attack on me, I hope you know.
Usually, I prefer to get to know someone before requesting so much.
Take me out on a date first! I'm feeling personally attacked by the devs.
But we could use someone like you at Central. Your approach is certainly more effective than what we've been doing. Of course, we'd do everything in our power to make it worth your while.
Like what? Like what? Take me out on a date first! Ruby strands grazed my shoulder. Their breath tickled my ear as they whispered to me.
I'm sure we could reach an arrangement that would make everyone happy.
This is a personal attack on me? I could hear the smile in their voice. They were enjoying this. Before I could stop myself, my hands were on their chest, pushing them away. My push barely did anything, their frame far sturdier than I imagined. But my intent was clear. They hastily stepped back, their hands over their chests, seemingly surprised at the sudden contact more than anything. The dark-haired Drake, on the other hand, appeared to be more amused at this turn of events.
About time someone rejected you. That's what you get for flirting on the job.
Heh.
I sincerely apologize. My partner may be right. If you'll excuse my actions, I do think there is an arrangement to be had here.
Uh-huh. Their eyes seemed to plead that I reconsider the situation. Yes, well, back to the matter at hand. I need to go to the grocery store, please. I love to help, but I'd be lying if I said my hands aren't already full with my own patients. To add healing all the Overtaken on top of that.
We're not asking you to heal all the Overtaken.
Right. We would never demand such a thing. Just one meeting. That's all we ask.
Is that all you need from me? Really? No, that's not how that works.
Well,
we all know this.
If you want to give us more, we'll take it.
But if not, our experts could learn something from you.
Oh, well, if it's just a meeting. I think I can swing that.
Of course. That's more than we could ever hope for.
The horned drake crouched near the overtaken, eyeing it before shifting to pick it up. Oh, do you need help?
No worries, I got it.
He placed his arms underneath the body and with one motion effortlessly lifted the overtaken off the ground. Wow, he makes it look so easy.
Do you normally carry these on your own after you've knocked them out?
Oh, not usually, no.
So, then what do you usually do?
Leave them there like a normal person? Well, usually Hey. I didn't want to finish the sentence, especially not after watching him pick up the overtaken like it was a stuffed animal. But now that I'd started to answer, I had to see this through. Say like it's the most normal, logical thing in the world that he won't even bat an eyelash. Well, you see, usually I just leave them there. Okay, so I was right, and I know what they were gonna say. It almost worked. For a second, he nodded, as if normal to leave unconscious overtaken in the alleys. But then realization settled as he processed my words. What's funny about that? Listen! His body shook with laughter as I tried to explain myself. I won't believe how long my days are, and usually there's a drake somewhere close by. Sorry if His laughter only grew, and I knew no defense in the world could save me now.
Drook, you're being rude.
Yeah, Drook. After being scolded by his fellow drake, Drook's laughter slowly subsided.
Pardon my partner's rudeness.
My rudeness? You're the one getting all up in their business, Kane.
Well, at least I apologized. We can take this overtaken with us and handle things from here. But if you are free right now, we could also try and meet with Kimura.
Who is that? You want me to meet with Central right now? I should have looked at what... Oh, there it is. And with Kimura at that, they didn't mention anything about meeting Central's leader. Oh, it's Central's leader. Okay. The governing structure in the town. Central provides an array of services to the townspeople and asks centralized party where we can seek healing, education, and protection. I do like that they have these little pop-ups, because if I was thrown into a fantasy world and then didn't know what any of these were, I'd be like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Ah, don't worry. We won't let him bite. Just follow us and you'll be golden. Hopefully your bad luck with the overtaken won't rub off on us.
No promises.
Do we get the pleasure of knowing our local hero's name?
I'm Eve, and you two are Kane and Drook?
Bingo.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
As we walked, my muscle soreness, previously forgotten, returned with a vengeance. I sighed, acutely aware that my long day was about to be even longer. Goodbye, Ben. I'll only be gone for a little more. Ooh, who are they? They're so pretty. I can't believe I'm meeting with Kimura right now, and on such short notice. How highly ranked are these two drakes? I saw it myself. They heal the overtaken. But the point remains, perhaps we've been approaching the crisis all wrong. If the overtaken are meant to be healed and not subdued, I understand. I want to hear what this person's voice sounds like. And this is your 5th encounter with an overtaken. Yes, sir. No need to be so formal. 5th encounter this month, they said. Just this month. Then your approach must be effective. They also leave the overtaken in alleys. Didn't have to mention that part. Yes, now that I think about it, I do remember reports of unconscious overtaken being found in alleys. That might have been me. Guilty! We were hoping Etsia might be here to make sense of their process, but it seems like they're out. I believe they mentioned checking one of the nearby springs. Oh yeah, that was happening today. They're busy as usual, I see. Is Etsia the expert you mentioned earlier? Our crown jewel at Central. Etsia is the head of your wyverns. That a type of dragon, I'm pretty sure. The healing, they're healings. Healing branch of Central. Wyverns are known for their mastery of energy and or potion knowledge and are often sought for their ability to cure an array of conditions. They've been almost directly involved with the overtaken crisis. Seeing as they're not here today, would you be able to come in another day? Apologies after we dragged you here and everything. No, it's fine. Just let me know when Etsy's free. I'm sure we can work something out. Here, our contact information. Oh, hello. It just says name. Sure, that works. This is Kane. Not the heart emoji is crazy. We'll shoot you a message when we hear from Etsy. I nodded in response as the others ended the meeting. As I finally made my way home, I reflected on my spontaneous meeting with Central. So I'll be helping the head of Wyverns. But I'm just some self-taught healer. What could I be doing so differently from our town's official healers? Well, maybe you've discovered a new technique, which you kinda did, so... Whatever the difference in our process, Kane and Druk seemed to think it could hold critical information. I guess one meeting won't hurt. Worst case scenario, it doesn't make a difference. Best case scenario, it helps the overtaking crisis. If I can change things for the better, why wouldn't I?
You
Right, exactly.
took the words right out of my mouth.
What the? Were you following me? Ah! New person. Okay, cool. Why are you here? Behind me stood a shrouded figure clothed in shadows of the night. Moonlight danced off porcelain skin. Sharp amethyst eyes leered at me. A chill crawled down my back. What the fuck?
I've spent quite a while trying to find you. I hope you plan on making it up to me for all my lost time.
Skill issue. Why are you following me? Everything in me screamed, run. I spun around, set on doing just that. They seized my wrists and pulled me against them. Pain shot up my arm. Ow! And just as easily he had stopped my previous movements, the stranger's hand clamped over my mouth, forcing silence. With barely a breath between us, as though he was part of the shadows themselves, he whispered,
It'll cause a lot of trouble if someone sees me. So, I can let you do that.
You're not helping your case, buddy!
Sorry, little one.
I shut my eyes. There had to be something I could do, but fear drowned out all reason, gripping my heart and refusing to free me from its clutches. Please, someone, anybody! Anything to get me out of here. And then the universe answered my prayers.
Get down!
Who? Nothing else needed to be said. Energy rushed past us, colliding into my kidnapper. The pressure against my back, around my wrists, and over my mouth disappeared, as if they burst into a fit of coughs. Grabbing hold for this chance of safety, I pushed them away and ran. I crashed into someone, whether they were friend or foe. No!
Hey, are you alright?
As I came to my senses, turquoise hair and matching set of crystal eyes faded in and out of vision. His hands reached for me before pausing in midair. Who? Wait, the coughing stopped. Who is this? I turned my gaze back over the alley, only to find an empty street. They're gone.
Looks like they ran away.
I could barely hear him over the sound of my heart thrumming against my eardrums. My head dizzied and ached as the events had just unfurled sank in.
Do you know that person?
No! Bro had his hand over my mouth! He spoke in a quiet voice, not dissimilar from the stranger earlier. And yet his voice was so distinctly different. Where the stranger from before spoke in a low, raspy, rushed manner, the man before me now was gentle, clear, and tempered. I shook my head. They came out of nowhere. I tried to leave, but they... My voice shook as I spoke.
Are you hurt?
I don't think so, but was he trying to drug me? I don't know why he approached me like that. I shook my head again, my words caught in my throat, and I forced myself to speak. I think I'm okay. Just shaken up.
Can you stand or walk? It's probably best if we get you somewhere safer.
I nodded. I didn't want to be here a second longer. The stranger stood up and offered his hand to me. I took it, gently pulling myself up, before stumbling towards the new stranger as my legs shook with adrenaline. I feel bad. This is like a stranger. Help. I would move away. I feel bad. Embarrassed, I raised my hands to his chest and pushed myself off of him. Sorry. But since the first warning was enough, my body yelled at me once again for pushing myself. Oh, I don't look good. My legs swayed beneath me. The world lurched. Oh! I squeezed my eyes shut and held my aching head as I tried to get my bearings. Ugh.
Hey, are you alright?
I am apparently not all right. No, you're not okay. Finally, I pushed myself off of him. His hands grazed my arms as he muttered, so quiet I almost missed it over the flurry of thoughts in my mind.
You don't need to push yourself.
Oh!
Do you need help getting
Ooh,
anywhere?
That's new.
I can walk with you, if you want.
I think I'm okay. Thank you, though. As much as I would be like, oh, he could walk me home, that's still a stranger. We just met. He did help me, though, I will say.
If you're close by, I guess that's alright then. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, so...
He shifted his weights, as if unsure. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. That guy seemed pretty shaken up. I don't think I'll be seeing him anytime soon.
If you think you'll be okay, I'll go. Here, my communicator information, in case you need it.
As a witness. Thanks. Oh. Fenrir. Oh. The guy with blue hair that you met tonight.
I hope you get to where
Thanks.
you're going safely.
Thank you. Thanks for everything. He nodded and I hurried home, wary of running into any more strangers for the night. Oh, this shot is so pretty. I stared at the array of foliage around me. Today I was scheduled to meet with Itzia, but after yesterday's chaos, this morning has been rough. And to add to my misery, I was now completely lost. Where am I? How does anyone get around this place? All the walkways look the same. What did Druk say about finding Etzia's office? I reread his instructions, but at this point, I was too lost in Central's labyrinth for it to help. Ugh. Kimura said Etzia was the head of Wyverns, too. I didn't want to disappoint someone so important, especially as my first impression. But at this rate... No, it's okay. I still have some time before I'm late. No need to freak out. The fuck, how would I know? Listen, Doctor Who has always taught me to go left, so... Hello, can I help you? Oh! Another kind soul offering me directions. Maybe this time it would actually lead me to Etzia's office. I turned. Actually, They're also very pretty. Oh my, is everyone in Central pretty? Only to stand face to face with ethereal beauty. Aye. Long, lavish robes hung elegantly from a tall, slender figure. White, glistening hair perfectly framed striking aquamarine eyes. I stood in awe. This was no ordinary kind soul. This was an angel. Oh, girl! Hobie is raised up already. The angel's brows furrowed slightly. Can I help you? Oh! I snapped out of my trance. What's wrong with me? Hi, actually, I'm supposed to meet with Etza. Do you happen to know where I could find them? Ah, must be Eve? Are you Etza? How do they know my name? Are they actually an angel? Noticing the surprised look on my face, they chuckled a smooth, alluring laugh. I nearly fell for them all over again. Homie? Oh my god, Homie is already rizzed up. That's so crazy. Sorry, allow me to start over. I love that the title says angel because I don't know their name. I'm Etza. This angel was Etza! It's an honor to finally meet. I've heard so much about you. You've heard about me? Ooh. If Druk told them about how I leave overtaken in alleys, I swear to fucking God, you're a bit of a household name around here. A healer whose powers rival even the head of Wyvern. And to think you've healed the overtaken. It's an honor. Etza bowed, a gesture befitting their elegant demeanor. I will bow back because I'm polite. I returned the gesture as if on instinct and bowed back. Hopefully, it looked as graceful on me as it did on them. Please, I'm just doing my best to help. There's no need to treat me as someone so special. My heart skipped a beat when Etza met my gate. Yo, MC is rizzed up. The stories I've heard would disagree. But if that's what would make you more comfortable, I'm happy to oblige. Etza turned, gesturing for me to follow them. Come, I'll show you where you meet. Ha! I was close. I was about to head down this hallway before Etza showed up. We made a seemingly endless amount of turns. Yeah, there's no way I would have found this on my own. Thank you for saving me, Etza. What was that? Oh, nothing! Oh, Etza, I've been looking for you. Etza, about the other day. Thank you so much for your help. My son's been feeling... As we made our way through the office, I couldn't help but notice the attention Etsa received. Calling it overwhelming would be an understatement. Do they deal with this all the time? And yet they hardly skipped a beat as they murmured words of acknowledgement to everyone we passed. Then their crystalline eyes turned towards mine. Here we are. I stepped inside and everything from today's worries to yesterday's fatigue to burdens I'd forgotten I carried melted away. In this place, there was only peace. Would you like something to drink? Could I have a... Ooh. I do like me some tea. They nodded before turning to make themselves a cup of tea. Your office. Do you like it? I've never felt anything like it. It's like it was made to calm me down. In a way, it was. Their musical chuckle rang through the air. I could feel myself getting addicted to the sound of it. I spent a long time getting my office to feel... well, less like an office and more like me. Whatever they'd done, it worked. The way the energy in here moved softly and delicately echoed Etsa's own demeanor. Here. They handed my drink to me, and I thanked them as we both sat in their desk. So tell me about your experiences with the Overtaken. Well, in just the past month, I've encountered 5 Overtaken. I've picked up some self-defense over the years. As a healer, I'm sure you can relate to the, occupational hazard. Patients that lash out subconsciously, whether from pain or utter confusion. I can only imagine how many times Etsa has experienced that as a wyvern. Right. And this aids you in your process. Well, usually when an Overtaken attacks, I can subdue them at least. That's when I try to identify where their energy's off. And by off, you mean... Most of the time, their energy looks erratic, unstable. It's not flowing naturally, or it's heavily concentrated in one area. Sometimes it's moving weird, or it seems to be disconnected from the person. You can see it? And cue the weird look everyone gives me. Right, I know it sounds strange, but I can see energy. I brace myself for that look of disbelief, unease, and judgment. The one people always gave me when they found out I could see energy. But Etsa's gaze held none of this animosity I'd come to expect. Instead, their eyes glimmered with something akin to excitement, wonder. Actually, I understand. I'm the exact same. Wait, really? Well, I can't see energy, but I can sense it. Shifts in energy, the flow of it, I can feel it all. It's how I was able to attune my office. I've never met anyone who's been able to do the same. I haven't either. Anytime I tell people, they look at me like I'm crazy. Exactly. Silence extended between us. My heart raced at finding someone just like me. I wasn't sure if Etsa felt the same, but as they held me in their gaze, I couldn't help but hope. Eventually, they looked away and cleared their throat. So, your vision helps you with healing the Overtaken. It helps me see the areas of instability, yes. Instability. Have you ever been to a spring by any chance? No, I've never had the chance to visit one. Why? It's nothing then. I've already inconvenienced you with this meeting. I don't want to burden you anymore. What is it? You can tell me. I'm here to help. It has to do with the energy crisis. As you may know, the springs have grown more unstable over time. It's affected everything from our magic to our way of life. Yeah, I've been seeing an increase in patients because of it. As have we. It's just a theory. I've yet to establish enough evidence for it. But I think the Overtaken and energy crisis may be connected. Wait, seriously? But if that's the case... My head dizzied at the revelation. These were our 2 greatest crises, both of which we knew next to nothing about. Are you saying the energy crisis is responsible for the Overtaken? I can't speak on the exact nature of the relationship, but I do think there is some kind of connection there. I see. Is that why you went to the spring yesterday? How did you know that I was at the spring? Kimura mentioned it. But, wow. If the 2 crises are related to each other, I mean, the Overtaken are one thing, but the energy crisis is a whole other level. Well, yeah. At the end of the day, it's a mere theory. As someone who can see energy, I was wondering if you ever noticed similarities between the Overtaken and the springs. Seeing as you haven't been to a spring, perhaps we should say focus on the overtaken for now. Does your sensitivity to energy not help you see anything? I'm afraid I'm not familiar enough with the overtaken's instability. My overtaken cases usually focus more on healing the person rather than reversing their overtaken state. Healing overtaken state isn't an option we even considered. Oh. I guess that explains the number of drakes I see handling them. Yes, but our current approach is draining and dangerous. Healing the overtaken's instabilities instead, it's nothing short of a breakthrough. A breakthrough? Now you're exaggerating. Etsa places their hand over mine. It was obvious they truly weren't. Your process has the potential to change how we deal with overtaken. That's nothing to scoff at. In terms of how to use this knowledge, I'll have to think about it. Would it be possible for you to meet with me in a couple of days? Yeah, I can do that. I'll send you a message when I'm available. Here, my communicator information. Oh my god, we got their number! Okay! I love it. This is Etsa. I can't emphasize how much we appreciate it. Thank you for agreeing to work with us. I look forward to the next time we meet. They're so kind. They're so nice. As I stared at our intertwined hands, I reconsidered the position I told Kane and Droog. Perhaps I could spend more time at Central than I thought. As I headed home, I realized I had some free time on my hands. It's been a while since I've been able to take time for myself. Maybe I should do something? This life of yours moves quickly, relentlessly, without pause. In a life such as this, it is important to take control and decide how you will spend the pockets of free time you find. Perhaps you will explore this world visiting different places every day. Or maybe you'll find comfort in only one place, creating a safe haven for yourself to return to wherever you please. Choose how to pass your time, and who to spend it with. But beware, for love is a fickle thing, and rejection is a pain that few can master. With the brief time that you have, will the person you call to share your connection, or will they shy away? How will you choose to spend your time? Ooh! Flower field, the river, cafe, or market? If this was me, and I'm just, like, roaming about... Well, this is not really a city, but, like, kind of a city. I would... Personally, I would either go to, like, a nice river or the market, depending on, like, what situation I'm in. I kind of want to go to the market, just because I'd be the type to just wander and see people's wares for fun, as one does. Maybe I could go to the market? I've been meaning to restock on some of my supplies. Oh, should I invite someone? I can invite... Oh, I am torn between Etsa and Kane. Are you gonna invite Fenrir? I'm so torn between these two. Narration-wise, I feel like Etsa would be the obvious pick because we got, like, we got together so close. Like, we connected almost immediately over stuff. Like, we related to each other so much. But also, I'm just like, do I go with my own stereotype? I'm gonna go for what the game wants. Because, like, the connection was so fast between Etsa and MC. So, I think narratively, this would make more sense. Oh, Etsa's calling me. Hey. Etsa? What is it?
Well...
That's your voice? Oh my god! Oh my god! I picked the right person.
I have a bit of free time right now, and I found myself thinking of you.
Oh my god, you were thinking of me?
I was wondering if you were free and wanted to spend some time together. Maybe do something not related to work for once.
Etsa thought of me? That's so sweet. I'm free. What did you have in mind?
Oh, I'm glad. I'll message you the details.
Okay, see you then. Etsa's not here yet. The orange glow of the stall lights mixed with the afternoon hue cast over the market. Soft murmurs drifted through the air, still quiet in the calm before rush hour. Zetsa, can I message you? Running late. I'm terribly sorry. It's okay. The market isn't busy anyway, so take your time. I'll be there as soon as I wrap this up, sad face. No worries. I smiled, excited to browse the healer's stall with Etsa. I wonder what herbs they use. I'm sure they have something to learn from the head of Wyvern. Making my temporary home on a nearby bench, I pass the time with people watching. Light orange turned dark amber as the sun began to set. Are you still working? Oh, poor Etsa! On my way down. Yay! Yay! Can't apologize for how much I made you wait. It's okay! If you'd like to go ahead, please do. No! I want to hang out! Please? You have supplies you want to pick up too, don't you? I don't mind waiting a little longer. You're positive? Absolutely! The quiet murmurs from before had evolved into usual hustle and bustle that marked rush hour. Hopefully it's not too hectic inside. Etsa called for me from the other side of the plaza. As they approached, their shoulders rose and fell unevenly, as if out of breath. Did you run here? Oh my god. Homie. Etsa! Did you run here? Just a light jog. Judging from the length of time between their breaths, it was clearly more like a sprint. My last patient asked me to heal his mother as well. So I took longer than I'd anticipated. Oh my gosh, are they okay? They're both okay now, thankfully. Etsa, if you were busy, we could have just... Nonsense. I committed to these plans with you. It would be my regret if they fell through because of me. Especially with everything you've been through recently. It's important to me that we do this. For you. Consider me rizzed up. Etsa exhaled as their usual effortless smile returned. They offered their hand to me. Come, I've kept you waiting long enough. As we approached the market, the crowd grew denser, the air thicker and the noises louder. Etsa nestled my hand in the crook of their elbow, and next to them the chaos of the market faded away. Oh, Etsa, over there! I pointed towards the familiar healer stall, and Etsa effortlessly brought us to it. Bright yellow calendula? Is that a flower? Crimson cranberries and the woodsy scent of sage and rosemary greeted us. There's so much in stock today. A cloud of small white flowers decorated one of the shelves. No way! What is it? They have elderflower! I thought I'd have to wait until they were back in season. I've been low on this for ages! Etsa pulled 2 bundles of elderflower, handing one to me. A lucky find, then. Actually, I learned something about elderflower recently. I've been meaning to test it out. What is it? Typically, I've used elderflower for colds, flus, digestive issues, things of that nature. I was surprised to find out it can also be used on the eyes. I've never considered that before. Oh, yes, when they're irritated or tired, right? Exactly. So you used it before. It's my secret weapon. Patients always give me a weird look when I pull it out, but its energy works wonders for eye issues. Here, look. I plucked an elderflower from my bundle and crushed it in my palm. Lilac energy pooled at my fingertips. I extracted it from the elderflower. May I? Etsa nodded, entranced before closing their eyes. As I leaned closer to them, I couldn't help but admire their features. Their high cheekbones, their silk hair, and defined Cupid's bow. It was impossible not to get distracted. The elderflower energy settled onto their wispy lashes before fading. There we go. You can open your eyes now. Crystal eyes met mine, and for the first time today, I felt the chaos of the marketplace fade away next to Etsa. Oh my god, MC Riz! They're even more stunning this close. How do you feel? Our faces were mere inches from each other. Etsa's lips parted before they answered breathlessly. Much better. Thanks to you. They straightened and cold distance separated us. Ah! Oh my god. I'll have to keep this in mind for my own patients. I'm glad I had you with me today. To give me a demonstration. Oh my god. They're blushing. They are shy. To give me a demonstration, that is. Is there still more you'd like to look at? Yeah, just 1 second. Oh my god, they're embarrassing. I love them. After I gathered everything, I turned to the merchant, coin in hand. No, it's already been taken care. Etsa! Etsa! Paying for my stuff? What? That can't be right. I moved to pay, but Etsa placed their hands on my shoulders, turning me towards the market exit. Wait, Etsa! Thank you for your patronage. Come again soon! Before I knew it, we had left the market and the clamoring crowd from before. But the payment! No worries. I already took care of it. When did you... Etsa! I can't accept that! Please, consider it payment for healing me earlier. Healing? I hardly did anything. They smiled, and it was nearly enough to sway me from my small, indignant protest. Only because you said please? Thank you for respecting the power of the magic word. I laughed, and together we walked through the town streets under the fading light of the setting sun. I walked home from my last patient as night approached. The town lights slowly came to life, pushing back the darkness of the shadows. As I walked, I clutched my bag close. This scene reminded me of my attacker from last night. My steps echoed through the empty street. Should I have taken a different way home? No, there's no guarantee you'll be any safer. The area I was attacked came into view, and my grip on my communicator tightened. But as I got closer, faint glimmers of starlight danced in the air. What is that? This is the plot of a horror movie, and I'm gonna get jumped or something. But I'm gonna do it! I stepped forward, when a figure standing nearby caught my attention. Who is this? Adrenaline rushed to my temples. Heart racing, I turned. I wasn't about to relive that encounter again. Oh! That's an entirely different person. A flash of gold struck past me. Nothing like the cool tones of silver and white from the night before. They have Loki colors! I slowed, eyeing the silhouette, still wary that my assailant from the previous night. Nah, this is someone different. Hair golden like the sunlight that filters through the treetops shimmered under the dim lighting. Their clothes were a myriad of greens, like the lush canopies of the forest. They're watching the starlight too. I inched closer, daring myself to investigate. Do you see it too? The golden-haired stranger turned, their movements unnaturally smooth, and their cold expression made it clear they hadn't want to be disturbed. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I noticed that light too, and I didn't know what it was. Since you were also staring at it, as if every word I said made them reject my presence even more, they scowled, the crease between their brows deepening. Their arms swept upwards, and with it, the gust of wind so strong it threatened to uproot me from where I stood, rushed past me. Jeez, I get it. No need to be so dramatic. Wait! After doing that, you're gonna tell me wait? I paused and squinted before realizing only now what seemed so odd. It wasn't the eeriness of their golden gaze or the unusual starlight or the seemingly endless darkness around us. It was the nothingness that came from them. The complete lack of energy. What? They have no energy at all? But how's that? Everything has energy. The clouds, the trees, the air we breathe. To have no energy, what did that even mean? Questions rushed through my mind, but they were ones I had no intention of answering. After last night's attack, I wasn't going to spend time with yet another unfathomable stranger. I ran, focusing on my destination. A single word echoed through my mind, repeating itself over and over. Safety. Yeah, me too. After doing that, I'm not dealing with that. I'm good. I weaved through the alleys and corners, my breath growing shallow from the physical and mental toll. But I pushed past the strain. I had to. The only thing important to me was getting home. Oh. Hi, Mom. I didn't die. Are you sure you're all right? Worried hands gripped my shoulders, forcefully turning me around as Mom inspected me. My heart thudded against my chest, finally slowing down from the adrenaline. Yeah, I'm sure. I made it home. I may have been in the safety of my living room, but my mind was elsewhere, specifically where that starlight and stranger were. Who were they? Where was their energy? How could they cast magic without it? A headache-inducing storm of questions swirled in my mind. I thought I wouldn't need the answers, but the questions and any desire to answer them would be left behind when I ran. But it was clear that it wasn't the case. Mom pulled away from my thoughts and into a hug. I'm so glad you're okay. I told you, didn't I? I try to flash a reassuring smile, failing miserably as a grimace graced my face instead. What happened? You burst through the door in such a rush too. I told about tonight's mysterious stranger, their investigation of Starlight, their magic, and their lack of energy. No energy? How is that possible? Exactly! Maybe they have a special kind? Or one that even you can't see. Maybe. But as I uttered those words, I knew I didn't believe them. Something tugged at me. Something about this stranger was different. Well, whatever the reason, it's a mystery. You know what they say about mysteries. You don't remember? No? Am I supposed to? Grandma used to recite this to you all the time when you were younger. Clearly, she needed to recite it more because I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, it was just another thing related to her superstitions. What is it? It went something like this. Not all mysteries can be explained by the logic of man. Some mysteries beyond man have no logic, have no fate. Interesting that have no fate is the wording for this at the end. In the face of such, keep your wits close, but do not trust them. Trust not yourself nor your senses, your time nor your wit. For where time has stopped, but its flow has no end. For when passion calls, but hate runs deep. Heed this warning and do not wait, for the laws of nature and laws of man have no logic and have no weight. Unease crawled down my spine as her eerie words hung in the air. Ignoring the goosebumps rising in the back of my neck, I rolled my eyes, exaggerating the motion for dramatic effect. Sounds dumb. Now you'll never forget it. I'm sure I won't. If only Grandma were here now. What would she have to say about my no-energy mystery? Oh, she'd probably go on about those creatures she was always talking about. What were they called again? Ah, that's right. Fae. Oh, so they were Fae. Oh, interesting. So Fae have no energy? The back of my head tinged. Fae? What a strange word. It's hot. Sorry. Cool air brushed past my face, chilling the top of my cheeks. As I closed my eyes, I focused on the stillness of the early morning. What did I do about those strange people I ran into? And I should probably report it. But to who? Maybe Kimura or someone else at Central? Yet I was filled with uncertainty. I didn't know the first thing about what these strangers, who they were, or even what they were. Faye. Was that really what those people were? Wait, now I'm turning into Grandma. If I told Central that, they think I'm crazy. I don't know what to do. Unwittingly, my pace quickened, as if I could run away from these endless stream of questions. Okay, stop. Breathe. I exhaled. It was shaky, but at least steadier. So much has happened recently. The endless clients, the overtaken incidents, being brought into Central, running into dangerous strangers. It hadn't stopped. It's almost like this is part of an Otome game, and you have to make the decisions for yourself. I just want someone who will distract me or listen to me. I feel like being understood is better than just distracting you. Poisonally. Oh! Hi, Etsa. How's it going? A clear voice pulled me from my tangled thoughts. Etsa. Memories of our meeting, the safe and open space they held for me, rose to the surface, and I wondered whether their presence was a blessing in disguise. Are you heading to Central?
There are some people requesting my services, so I'm to meet with them today.
This early? It was like Kane said, busy as usual. So many people rely on Etsa. Would it be okay if I did the same? I'm heading there as well, actually. Would you like to walk together? Ooh. As I moved close, I fell into the serenity of their presence, and ever so slightly, my tension eased.
I'd love to.
Ah! Anyway, we walked together back into the path Etsa had found me. A silence settled over us, and morning birdsong filled the space instead. I considered telling Etsa about the strangers. With their gentle presence, I was certain it'd be easiest to tell them of all people. And yet I couldn't. I didn't know where or how to begin.
Is there Anything on your mind that I can help you with?
They didn't know the half of it. Still, my words failed me and my silence continued.
You don't have to respond if you don't feel comfortable.
The air around us felt warmer at their smile. The edges of my lips tugged upwards into a smile, an unwilling and fake facade that hid my true feelings. What I went through wasn't easy to talk about. It required a vulnerability and openness I wasn't ready to show just anyone. Just the thought of opening up to Etsa sent a flurry of questions through my mind. What if I told them and they thought badly of me? That I was weak? Or that I was my fault somehow? My hesitation filled the air and it was heavy and suffocating. Can I trust Etsa to give me the safety I need for something so personal? The serenity of their office tugged at the corners of my mind, and I knew my answer. A couple of nights ago, my voice caught in my throat, traitorously revealing the distress I'd hidden until now. I desperately gathered my thoughts as I tried to form a coherent sentence. I mean...
Do you have some time before your meeting?
A bit.
There's a nice riverbend nearby. I often go there when I have a lot on my mind. Would you mind accompanying me? I find it's helpful before I start my day.
I hesitated before nodding. It was obvious that this detour was more for me than Etsa. But whether it was or wasn't, I knew now that any place by their side would feel safe. Aw, that's a cute fucking line. Clear, cool currents washed over the smooth gray stones below us. I mustered the courage to tell Etsa this was it.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
They look so pretty. My mouth hung open at their sudden question, but they weren't watching me. Their eyes were fixed on the river below. My eyes followed theirs to the flowing stream beneath us. Leaves meandered lazily down the river. Sunlight glistened off the water's surface. The air smelled fresh as the water of the morning dew and river mixed together. My breath and mind slowed as I drank everything in. You mentioned before how my office made you feel calmer. I nodded along, entranced by the lightness of their voice as it mixed with the gentle murmur of the river. I find it often has the same effect on me. It is why I'm so partial to it.
But sometimes, because of my job, my office isn't enough to calm me. When that happens, I find myself even more frustrated. When I need the room to work as I intended, it doesn't. It's then that I have to remind myself of what's been sacrificed for us. The dragons of the past, they gave their lives for nature. And when all else fails, it's nature that I find myself returning to.
Etsa grew quiet, as if to give me the space to share what I needed to. And now they have shared a small piece of them, I wanted to do the same. There's no easy way to say this. Or any way that wouldn't make this conversation at least a little heavy. But a couple of nights ago, I was actually the night before we met. I was attacked by someone. The words caught in my throat. I hurried on, chasing after the words that I now desperately wanted to say. I still don't know who they were or what they wanted from me. Someone saved me that night. But if they hadn't, I don't think... I'm not sure what would have happened. I grit my teeth, ashamed and frustrated at my own powerlessness. Tears pricked at the edges of my eyes. I focused on the river, blinking vigorously as I tried to will the tears away. Suddenly, I was violently aware of the way my nose sniffled, my body trembled, my chest tightened. Heat mixed with water as warm tears fell from my eyes, my body finally coming to terms with the recent events. After a while, when my tears finally slowed, the sniffling ceased. Etsa spoke. Their voice was like the sun after a summer shower, soft and clear.
As a wyvern, I hear a lot, see a lot, about the drakes that others don't. While our world is more peaceful than the past, pain still exists. Many drakes are familiar with the pain of loss, grief, regret. With each story, the first thing they tell me without fail is how they wish they had done more. Trained harder, fought harder, been more aware. Things they should have or could have done, but didn't.
My body wanted to curl in on itself, to turn away and hide from their piercing gaze. But I didn't. Because eclipsing any other feeling I was wrestling with, Etsa's gaze brought acceptance, peace and support.
I won't assume to know what you're feeling. But whatever you're sitting with, I hope you feel your strength the most. The strength of a survivor. Of someone who, despite everything, is still moving forward.
I was only vaguely aware of the tears threatening to spill from my eyes.
It's not fair that you have to carry what happened to you in the first place. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yo, I love them. They're great. The world was hazy and blurred. The backs of my eyes prickled with fresh tears. I'll do it. I'll do it. Before I could stop myself, I stepped forward, collapsing into Etsa's chest.
It's all right.
Etsa cooed softly as their slender fingers rubbed my back comfortingly.
You're safe now. It's all right.
I squeezed my eyes shut, bringing Etsa closer. My body moved for me, seeking what I was afraid to ask for. I lost track of how long we stayed like that. But eventually the sun began to feel hot against my back. The street came alive with soft murmurs. I unclenched my fists, smoothing the crinkles that had formed in Etsa's robes, shy but mostly comforted by the moment we shared.
We should get going.
I made a soft noise in agreement, my gaze still on the floor. I jumped at the sound of their voice, at their sudden proximity. Hesitant, I peeked at them through lowered lashes. Their pristine eyes studied me with kindness as they murmured,
If there's anything I, or any of us at Central, can do to help, please let me know.
I nodded, still searching for the words to express myself after the whirlwind of emotions.
Shall we head back? I would hate to make you late to your meeting.
Yes. We walked together, making small talk on our way there. Oh, they're so nice! Oh my god, I like them a lot! The conversation itself was casual, but the pull of their presence was deeper. Ooh, I got the pink flower. It's a pink flower instead of a blue flower. Rather than being consumed by the memories of my encounter, I was left with a comforting warmth in my chest. The warmth remained even after they left, as I headed to my meeting with Kimura. Etsa seemed to think something would be done in our last meeting, but I haven't heard any updates from them beyond that. Kimura's gaze was stern and absolute as I wrapped up my update. While it'd been fine during our meeting with Drakes, this time we were alone. He felt infinitely more intimidating in this setting. Finally, after an eternity, he spoke. Aw, man, I thought this was gonna be a voice! Okay, I guess maybe it's gonna be later on. I haven't met with Etsa. We've both been busy, but I trust their decision. It's more than we can ask for, but if you could continue helping us at Central, I'm sure our members would appreciate it. Your insight into the Overtaken may help us even more than we initially believed. Yeah, I can continue meeting with Etsa as needed. And I willingly will. This is important, especially if it's connected to the energy crisis. Etsa shared that with you? I had to push them a little, but yes, eventually. Interesting. Etsa hadn't had a partner to help them lead the Overtaken crisis. With your help, perhaps we can make headway faster than before. Whatever you all need. Kimura gave a nod of approval. Considering how well our meeting was going, I considered telling him about the encounters. Is something wrong? If I say I don't want to, but if I say actually, maybe I get to hear Kimura's voice. I decided to bring up to the strangers. Ooh. There was a load. After all that, what if other people get hurt because I didn't say anything? Actually, there's something I wanted to talk about. I told Kimura about the stranger in the shadows and the one in the forest. When I saw their golden-haired one up close, their energy was different. What do you mean by that? Well, to put it simply, they didn't have any. I'm still not sure what to make of it all. Sorry to hear so much has happened to you, especially back to back. Do you have any idea who these people are? My mind silently answered with what was evidently my new favorite word. Faye. I'm still not sure. Perhaps this is related to the Overtaken. With the Overtaken crisis escalating, it is possible some Overtaken have evolved into the beings you ran into. It's not impossible. The gnawing feeling in my stomach only grew stronger. With each passing second, my belief that these creatures were Fae solidified. Why am I so hung up on this word? If you like, we could assign a Drake to you for protection. It seems you could use it. Especially if this is related to the Overtaken. It could get worse. Protection sounds like a good idea. But the thought of these strangers compelled me. Against all reason, I felt drawn to them. I think I'll be okay for now. No protection needed. If anything changes, I'll be sure to let you know. If that's all, you're dismissed. I nodded, turning towards the door, eager to leave. Was that the right choice? It's the choice I made! Shaking my head, I strode away from Kimura, my mind a mess. Oh, this area's pretty. It's like a greenhouse, but like bigger. Actually, wait, it's like a library too. Wait, the books on the walls and stuff. That's so cool. Unable to relinquish thoughts of Faye, I stood in the library at Central. Oh, I could have just read the text. It's a very pretty library. This is as good of a place to start anyway. My steps reverberated off the dark mahogany floor as I approached the main desk. Hopefully the Hydra can help. Ooh, Hydra! They're in charge of the books! Books lined the walls, their rich colors peeking through the lush greenery of ivy and moss. The smell of paper and ink filled the air as warm sunlight washed over the room. Finally, I reached the desk but stopped short of the sight before me. Oh my god, you're back! Is that? He turned at the sound, my suspicions confirmed. Turquoise eyes found mine, mirroring my surprise. Ah, it's you. His lips parted, but no further noise left him. Silence settled between us. Say something! He said you and you're just gonna stare at him. Say something! I didn't expect to see you, Fenrir. You work at the library? I'm the Hydra. You are? You don't need to sound so surprised. And this is the library. Please keep your voice down. Sorry. It's just, if I knew, I would have dropped by earlier to thank you the other night. Sorry, it didn't really come up. He shuffled his feet, but didn't make another sound. He's quieter than I remember. So, did you come here for something? Right. Should I mention the fate to him? Fenrir saved me from one of the strangers I'm trying to investigate. I don't want him to connect the dots. No, that's ridiculous. How could he possibly come to that kind of conclusion? Just act normal. I heard a term recently. And I've never heard of it before, so I wanted to learn more about it here at the library. Okay. A lot of people come to the library for that. What's the term? It was Fae. Fae. Fenrir searched through the catalog in front of him, repeating the word to himself. I believe I've heard of it. I can't remember where. Give me a second. You can look around if you want. When I find it, I'll let you know. I'll stay and wait. It seems polite. Ooh! I got the blue flower again. It's alright, I don't mind waiting. Besides, I wouldn't know where to start. Fenrir watched me for a moment before nodding in understanding. Hold on. This shouldn't take too long. Alone, I turned to admire the library once again. His soft voice filled the air as he muttered to himself. I think I found it. Oh? Really? Calm down. I just found where we might find some books on them. Don't get too excited. Follow me. It should be towards the back. Fenrir guided me through the library. Never-ending shelves towered around us. So this is my secret savior's natural habitat. Oh, we're back outside. Okay. I reflected on the night I was attacked and compared... Oh, this is the night. Okay. As I compared the Fenrir in front of me to the Fenrir from back then. A quiet librarian who keeps to himself during the day, but saves people by night, and he's probably jacked, even though he's a librarian. I smiled at the thought, dismissing the ridiculous image of Fenrir as a vigilante. Unless... Anyway, I believe it. Hey. Fenrir's voice snapped me back to Central. This area in the library is your best bet if you want to look into anything Fae-related. Oh, thanks. Expansive shelves and an impossible number of books stared back at me. How am I gonna get all through this? I don't have much knowledge about Fae, but usually they're in ancient children's books. Obviously, I haven't read everything. But this might be the best place to start, since I'm sure I've seen that word here. He was quiet before, but he seems more talkative now. So, I guess books are the secret? I smiled, endeared by how much more talkative he was when in his element. You know your way around here. This is my job. True, but it is a huge library. It's a compliment, Fenrir. Aw. You can just accept it, you know? Thank you. So, what made you want to read about Fae? The question I knew he'd eventually ask. Keep it natural. My mom mentioned them to me. I'd never heard of them before. So I want to read more about them. Simple as that. I'm a pretty curious person, so... Fenrir nodded with a smile, as if he found kinship in those words. From what I've been able to gather, Fae are usually small little creatures. Sometimes they look like people, sometimes they don't. And sometimes they're whimsical, sometimes they're mischievous. Sometimes they trick people, sometimes they help them. It's strange. I can't tell if they're supposed to be good or bad. They could be neutral, like most things are. For saying he only had encountered the word a couple of times, he was more knowledgeable than I would have expected. This isn't even his area of expertise, and he can summon that information so easily. It's called having the tism and being able to remember random facts very randomly. Wow, your title as the Hydra is well deserved. Fenrir made a soft noise. Strands of blue hair fell forward, shielding his face as he refocused his attention on the book. I noticed this as a sign to start researching and turned my own attention to the intimidating piles of books before me. So many to choose from. Some hundreds of years old, free for me to peruse. There has to be something here about Fae. Every so often, my eyes wandered to Fenrir. He silently and expertly moved from shelf to shelf. His nimble fingers ran over worn, weathered spines with gentle consideration. Soon I was engulfed in my own search as I filtered through shelf after shelf, hunting for the first mention of Fae. Words compelled me as I sought any clue on Fae. Nothing here. I took a step back from the shelf. Maybe somewhere else. Hey. Fenrir's voice snapped me out of my trance. Yeah? I turned to Fenrir. Heart rate quickened as my eyes hungrily found the small stack of books in his hand. Damn, that was fast! What the hell? It's like he said before, they seem to be mostly children's stories. Forcing myself still, I patiently awaited the fruits of his labor. Fenrir's voice called for me, this time more urgently. With great reluctance, I pried my gaze from the small pile and towards Fenrir. What is it? About the other night. My stomach dropped. Why was he bringing up the other night? Did he really connect the night to why I'm looking into Fae? How is that possible? Because he's a book person and he is very smart at pattern recognition or something. I tried to do something, anything that would stop him from asking me whether they were related. I feel like this is more on topic and less sus. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for your help back then, Fenrir. I really don't know what would happen if you hadn't shown up. I can't thank you enough. I stepped forward and took his hands in my own. Fenrir stammered as I beamed at him. Well... Fenrir retreated, placing a distance between us before addressing me once again. It's not a problem, he mumbled softly. My stomach twisted as I knowingly made this more difficult for him. But if he asked me whether I thought Fae were real or why I thought they were real, I didn't know what to say. By the way, Thank you for helping me today, too! I stepped closer, carefully this time, as to not make him uncomfortable. Listen, I'm uncomfortable just being in this seat. Unsure where to place my hands, I placed them on the books he had set down. He leaned away as he watched me pensively. I mean it. You didn't have to do any of it, but you did. I appreciate it. All of it. It's all right. I pursed my lips together as I absentmindedly traced circles over the books with my fingers. My voice was stuck in my throat, not wanting to interrupt him again, but also not wanting to answer his questions. My eyes wandered over the books under my hands. The letters faded into the cover, the spine creased and textured, all signs of its old age. Carefully picking it up, I took a seat and flipped through the pages. Fenrir approached me cautiously. His eyes were focused on the book in my hands. There once was a woman who yearned for nothing more than a child. But the universe was unable to grant her this simple wish, and so, taking her fate into her own hands, the woman sought advice from a witch. The witch, empathetic to the woman's venture, bestowed barley upon her to remedy her trouble. Go home and plant this, the witch instructed the woman. Desperate for the gift of life, the woman heeded the witch and planted the barley. And that night the woman slept, dreaming of a miracle. But when she woke, the barley had remained barley. Weeks passed with no sign of a child. Nonetheless, the woman continued to tend to the barley given to her. Until one day, a tiny girl sprouted from the barley, no larger than the length of one's finger. A tiny girl? Is this the Fae? From what I remember, she was just born that way. I believe the Fae is mentioned later. It's only at the end. It's not much, but it is mentioned. Fenrir leaned towards me and cleared his throat, motioning for me to hand him the book. When I did, his fingers moved deftly, expertly gliding over the pages as he turned them with care. Should be around here. Finally, he stopped and returned the book to me. His hands brushed against mine, his fingers flinched. Near the bottom. Finally reaching the safety of an open field, the tiny woman and the swallow rejoiced. Their happiness was immeasurable, but the woman, now eager for the full embrace of freedom, left the swallow to explore the never-ending field of flowers. For some time, the minuscule woman wandered until she happened upon another like-sized person. Excited at the prospect of meeting a same-sized companion, she approached the stranger. When they turned, she found herself in awe at his beauty.
Ah, I don't believe you met. Where do you come from, Faye?
The small man inquired. Faye? My eyes consumed the text, chasing after the shadow of the word that had eluded me until now.
Faye? What's a Faye?
She asked, now curious of this new word. Surprised she didn't know, he responded.
Faye can be many things. They can be small or big. They can look like you and me or like any other creatures. And Faye have many responsibilities. Some of us tend to the cycle of seasons. Some help us grant wishes. I have tended to the flowers of this field.
The woman looked around at the myriad of flowers blooming, a sea of colors and textures billowing in the wind.
You did this?
She asked in wonder, to which the flower Fae nodded.
I don't know much about Fae. I'm just a human, as is my mother. But I've never met another the same size as me, the small woman informed him.
She found herself taking a liking to the small man before her, feeling a kinship that she never felt before.
That sounds lovely, doesn't it?
The flower Fae asked. The woman paused, never considering how lonely it must have been before meeting another like her.
If you want, I can take you with me. We can take care of the flowers together, and maybe you won't feel as lonely anymore.
The woman liked this idea very much and agreed excitedly. With a wave of his hands, the Fae bestowed upon her a pair of wings, as well as a new life of adventure for the two of them. I stared at the book, eyes suddenly tired, my shoulders slumped. They did mention Fae. Why did that feel so unsatisfying? I drummed my fingers against the book, trying to piece the puzzle together. Maybe this is Fae, but a small flower creature is not what I ran into a couple of nights ago. Is it not what you were looking for? I straightened and mustering the best smile I could. I flashed what I hoped was a grateful smile. And while it was genuine, I couldn't deny my disappointment at where our search had ended. You're frustrated. It wasn't a question, but a statement, a conclusion based on my feeble attempt of hiding my true feelings. I sighed and dropped the act. A little. I was just hoping for something a bit more informative than this. Is there anything in particular you wanted to find? Anything in particular? I'm not sure, to be honest. I guess just something more than a brief mention of Fae. Something to describe them? Something to confirm their existence. I'm pretty sure Fenrir knows. I think he's smart enough to piece the things together. A group of voices interrupted us. A voice, smooth and silvery in tone, rang out louder than the rest, followed by a familiar figure that emerged from the shelves. Cain? Their golden eyes stared back in surprise before settling back to their usual demure expression. You know them? Yeah, we met a couple days ago. And they're the reason I'm working with Central right now. You work here? Fenrir! Eve, I didn't expect to see the two of you here. You're in the library. I'm the librarian. True, but it's rare to see you leave your front desk, Fenrir. I leave my front desk. What could be so interesting that has pushed our Hydra to search amongst the books himself? It's my first time in the library, and I was looking for something that was a little obscure. So Fenrir decided to help me. Fenrir shifted closer to me, the slightest smile crossing his lips at my attempt to defend him. Oh? But Fenrir, don't many people come here with obscure requests? And still not a single move from your desk. Do you two perhaps know each other? No. Yes. Fenrir's fingers found mine, hidden from Kane's view. I suppressed my surprise at the sudden contact. He gently squeezed my hand and I struggled to make sense of it. Maybe I should just play along? So you've met Fenrir, but Fenrir hasn't met you. Am I hearing that correctly? Kane's playful tone only made Fenrir's body more tense. Oh, the sun. I choose to remain quiet, hoping Fenrir would take the lead instead. We've met in passing once, but we don't know each other beyond that. Kane observed us, scanning both mine and Fenrir's faces as though the truth were etched into them. I mean, that is the truth. Is that so? What a coincidence you run into each other again. Well, don't let us ruin your fun. Excuse us, we were just passing through. Kane continued past us, but not before pausing beside Fenrir, whispering something low in his ear. What are they talking about? My eyes swept over Fenrir, searching for a hint of what Kane had uttered to him. But there was only a soft blush and slightly irritated look on Fenrir's face. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I dare ask Fenrir about Kane? No, just as I have my secrets, Fenrir surely has his. Don't tell anyone about the other night, if you can. My brows rose at his sudden request. I'm not supposed to be using my powers like that. I could get in a lot of trouble if anyone finds out. I was caught up in the moment and didn't know what else to do, but could you just keep it between us? Please? It finally clicked, what Kane mentioned to Fenrir. The denials of our meeting, what Fenrir has been trying to tell me before. Is that what Kane whispered to you? Yes. They're annoyingly perceptive. They said they wouldn't tell anyone, but I should be careful. I'm trusting you with this. His words are genuine. No hidden threats or demands for silence. I nodded, curious but not wanting to push back the subject. Satisfied, he led us back to the front of the library. If you want to take those books with you, I can check you out at the front. Okay. Still reflecting on what Fenrir had revealed to me, my mind flickered back to when he had saved me, as I considered the true depth of Fenrir's actions. Not only did he save me, but he also put himself at risk doing so. Why is his use of power so restricted? Who is keeping him in check? Central? Maybe. I mean, maybe that's why he's cooped up in the library too. Even though I think he does like being in the library. I shook my head, already feeling overwhelmed by my own unanswered question about Faye. This was not something I needed to dwell on. But I was certain about one thing. Thank you for everything. Silence was his only response as he continued to make his way to the front of the library. But when I looked closely, the tips of his ears were dappled in a familiar rosy hue. A small smile fell on my lips as we continued to weave through the maze of shelves in comfortable silence. As I headed home, I realized I had some free time on my hands. It's been a while since I've been able to take some time for myself. Maybe I should do something? Okay. We've been to the market and to the river. I want to try the cafe then. Cafe sounds nice right now. I could use a pick-me-up. Who should I invite? Someone? We kind of already had like a little date scene with Fenrir. I would pick Etza again, but gotta say hi to Kay. I gotta go with the. Listen, chat. Shush on this, okay? You don't. No, shush. I get this one, okay? Also, interesting that I like the two characters that use they/them pronouns. Anyway.
Hi.
Hey, Kane, you busy right now?
I always have time for you.
I rolled my eyes. Through the communicator, I could hear Kane snickering to themselves. Well, I had some time on my hands, and I was about to head out.
Is that so?
Yeah, but the person I was thinking of inviting doesn't seem to be behaving right now.
Oh? What a shame. I would have loved to come.
Will you be good? Hey, yo. That's a phrase for sure.
Aren't I always?
Mm-hmm. Do I have to answer that? They laughed.
I'm kidding. I can head out soon. Meet you there?
Sounds good. See you. The smell of coffee, vanilla, and sugar hung in the air as I entered the cafe. Kane said they would be running late. Oh, hold on. That's Etza. Be there soon. Come here often. Who the fuck is this? I peered over to see a stranger leering at me with uncomfortable interest. No, thank you. No rush! Ha ha ha! Ew, ew, do I have to read this? I was talking to you, sweet thing. The voice was closer this time. His hot breath was damp against my shoulder. Ew, gross. Ew! Ewy! Ignore. The last thing I wanted to do is give him any sort of attention. I moved towards the entrance. Hopefully the foot traffic there would deter him. Goodbye, creepy man. A clammy hand shot out, yanking my arm back. Ouch! Leaving so soon? I pulled my arm as I tried to free myself, but their vice-like grip locked me in place. Just sweaty hands be so hard to escape from. Literally? Ew. A warm hand held my shoulder. Silky stray strands of hair soon followed, lightly brushing against me. Out of the corner of my eye, I spotted a familiar shade of crimson fire. Causing trouble, are we? I'm not! I wasn't talking to you, love. Oh my god, love! Anyway. My words faded at their tone. Under their smile, under the playful words, I was a voice I wasn't familiar with. It was lower, darker, tinged with anger. The red hair trope continues. Fuck. The stranger hesitated before feigning confidence. Just meeting up with my date. Nothing wrong here, Kane. Your date? Don't tell me you've overbooked. I'd be so hurt. Overbooked? You're on a date with Kane? Is there a problem with that? The stranger directed his attention towards me. Do you know who this guy is? Don't waste your time. All he is good for is keeping your bed warm, and everyone knows it. At this point, we were the center of attention. All eyes in the cafe were on us. Wow, look at all this attention. Kane leaned towards the creep. Tell me, would you like to give the audience a show? The stranger's gaze shifted back and forth before he clicked his tongue and shoved past us. The sound of the cafe bell echoed in the silence. But soon the buzz of light conversation filled the air again, as if the stranger were never here. Why don't we get a drink? Yeah! Do you know what you'd like to order? No! Actually, let me guess. Latte? Are there fruit drinks? Because if they are fruit drinks, I would go for the fruit drinks. But if there's only coffee, then yes, I would actually like a latte. Oh, if it's only coffee and it's a coffee shop, yes, I actually would like a latte. Of course, I was telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. I do like lattes. Yes. Really? I don't believe you. It's true! It's what I was thinking of getting. Kane chuckled. I completely guessed. Or perhaps their bond is so unfathomably deep, the contents of your soul are imprinted upon my subconscious. Okay, buddy. Okay. Beginner's luck. Order for Kane and Eve. I got them. Don't miss me too much. He reminds me a lot of Lenny, actually. I'll try not to. Here we are. Thank you. As I took my first sip, a harmony of flavors swirled together in my mouth, and I hummed in delight. Good? It almost makes today's ordeal worth it. He chuckled, and we finally were able to enjoy our drinks and each other's company in the cafe. Thanks for earlier, Kane. Dealing with that one on my own was obviously infuriating, I'm sure. Of course. Heading home now? I could walk you back. Are you sure? If you're busy. Busy? I hardly know the meaning of that word. Besides, after the fiasco from before, I'd be loath to leave you alone again. Well, we can't have you in any state of loathe. I didn't get to see the icon. Fuck. Indeed. It's awful for my skin. All right, let's just get a move on, Kane. As you wish, my dear. The chill night air settled in. Shadows cast by the town's lights danced around me. The sun left, and with it fear edged its way so easily back to my mind. I pulled my bag closer, closed my eyes, and slowly exhaled. Don't tell me I'm afraid of the dark now. But with all my recent nightly encounters, it wasn't hard to see why. Yeah, I would also be afraid. Something moved in the shadows. But there was nothing there. This feels like Undertale suddenly, and I'm very scared. I shook my head, trying to ignore the rising fear that was clouding my mind. Why the fuck is it foggy again? A growing shadow, a figure, followed me. I turned again. Nothing. My heart pounded in my chest. Breathe. Again, I pulled my bag ever closer to me, as if it would shield me from the darkness. But I couldn't shake the idea of something was following me. The hairs on my arms stood up. A familiar sinking feeling made its way to the pit of my stomach. I pulled my communicator out. It shook in my hands. I considered who to call. Maybe I should call... Okay, listen. I think, actual defense-wise, Kane would get me out of this situation a lot better than Etsa would. But for comfort-wise, Etsa would actually comfort me more. But before I could dial, I heard it. The low, velvety voice that haunted the dark corners of my mind.
Looking for me?
No, bitch, why are you here? Before me, emerging from the shadows themselves, was the stranger who had attacked me. My thoughts sounded distant, smothered by dread. My body trembled, flooded with fear. How is this happening again? But this time, I wouldn't let it end the same way. Latching onto something, anything that could snap me out of it, I summoned my voice, forcing myself to ask him the first question that came to mind. Are you Faye? My voice rang out clearly, without hesitation. Focus grabbed hold of my body as it did.
Now, where did you learn that word, little one?
So you know of that word, huh? I stepped back, muscles tense, ready to bolt away at a moment's notice. I won't let him get close to me this time, I swear it. Their eyes wandered up and down, and I thought they would pounce, move faster than me with those inhuman reflexes. But instead he leaned back, throwing his hands up in surrender.
Relax, I won't harm you this time.
Uh-huh, and why would I trust you? This time?
I've received feedback that my approach last time was a bit... rough.
Uh-huh, and you didn't realize that before? A bit rough, you basically manhandled me. You gave MC trauma that they cried in front of Etsia over this encounter. That was assault. They paused, brow raised in surprise before they chuckled deep, slow, nonchalant noise. Did I say that out loud?
All right. I apologize. I didn't know what to do at the time. I'm a bit new to this. I
New
hope
to
you'll
what?
forgive me.
They cocked their head, eyelids lowered, watching me like how a wolf might watch its prey. My stomach twisted into knots, and yet I ventured further. I wanted answers. Oh, I got another castle one. He was going to give them to me. Not going to answer my question?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say. Are you going to run away now that I've refused to answer?
Yeah, if you're not going to give me answers, I'm booking it. My blood pounded against my temples, making it hard to think, to focus. He chuckled again, amused by my silence.
I already told you. I won't go near you.
And I also don't believe that.
If you want to run away, run away.
Okay, bye! Oh, I got the sun one this time. I considered their words. Escaping was the safest option. And yet I couldn't. Why did they so desperately seek me out? What did they want from me? I stayed, rooted to my spot. What are you at liberty to say then? They grinned, satisfied, almost excited. Something dark and dangerous flashed in their eyes.
Not much if I'm honest.
Okay, so you're useless to me and I'd like to leave.
What do you see when you look at me.
A little bitch with a... I want to say hip window. That's not a hip window. That's like a belly button window. What was that supposed to mean? What does it mean indeed? Narrator, why are you back? I feel scared. The gift of sight. Something many believe holds a universal truth, when in fact this is hardly the case. Color, distance, clarity, all are perceived differently between individuals. This holds especially true for you, does it not? You with the ability to see energy. Tell me, with a gift so extensive, how do you differentiate between what others see and what you are able to do? Do you know how to? You do? Extraordinary. I'm curious. Would you indulge me with a demonstration? Am I battling? Is you help me? The object of your affection, perhaps. I jest. It is not for me to know. Narrator, have you not been watching this game the whole time, homie? So, when you wish to see the world with new lens, what is your process? You press Q. Why do I press Q? Oh, I'm pressing Q. Oh, that's what that does. Is there like aura? It's like white and like snow-like or feathery. I'm aware of what that is. Perhaps it is something only you can access as seer of energy. And to see the world as others do. What is your process? Apparently pressing Q is the answer. You press Q again. Is there no other button that I can press? Fascinating. Not only do you possess the gift of refined sight, but you also possess the ability to be stupid and keep pressing buttons that no one else will understand, to turn it on and off as you see fit. I wonder, is this the answer the silver-haired one seeks? Oh? What?
What do you see when you look at me?
I can't press Q, it's not working. It has to do with energy? I see no energy. Wait. Realization hit, and I cursed myself for taking so long to notice. You have no energy.
So they were right about you.
They? Right about what? And who?
That's all I can say?
Bitch.
Sorry, little one.
You sound a lot like the narrator. I'm under suspicion on both of you, actually. The apology was an afterthought, ingenuine, but my mind raced past it. No time to reflect. They had no energy, just like the golden-haired stranger. Their lack of energy was no coincidence. This man was telling me to notice it. He knew he had no energy. Because he was a being that existed outside the laws of our realm. He was a creature that defied logic. And the word that eluded me all day tugged at my mind, forcing my attention. Fae. There was nothing else it could be. This wasn't an evolved overtaken. This was a Fae. So not only are they real, but I'm also talking to one in the flesh. What do you want with me? How can I help you to what I owed the pleasure? So a real Fae wants something from me. Considering everything that's happened, I'd be like, what the fuck do you want? The stranger smirked twitch, just for a moment, hopefully entertained by my straightforwardness. But I didn't ask to gain their approval. Right, exactly. Thank you, MC. I asked because they barely told me anything, and I needed more. And being direct seems to be my best bet.
You know,
Whose
many
flower
would
is that?
consider it impolite to ask so many questions without answering any yourself.
Homie, you assaulted me in, like, the darkness, and I don't appreciate that, so you are gonna answer my fucking questions. And what exactly would you want to ask me? He paused, staring at me with an inscrutable expression.
Why are you a healer?
The fuck? I don't know. Because that's the role I was chosen in the beginning section, and also because the game gave it to me as an option. When people are in pain, they can be unpredictable. They lash out and hurt the people close to them. As a healer, I deal with that on a daily basis. It's not always easy, but if I didn't help them, those people who are suffering would be alone. I wouldn't want that. I wasn't sure if my response is what he was looking for. But it was the truth, and I didn't want to pretend like it wasn't. His amethyst eyes regarded me, glimmering with an emotion that was difficult to decipher. Interest? Disappointment? Satisfaction? Does that suffice as an answer?
It does. And now that I've answered your questions, I'd like to ask another one.
Oh, you little fucking bitch. What?
How do you decide who to heal?
I had let my guard down. They're more talkative, but that doesn't mean they're gonna relinquish their answers so freely. I answered, vowing to be more careful after a harsh reminder that this man was not on my side. I don't. A simple response. 2 could play at that game.
You're annoyed.
Yes! Gee, what? I wonder fucking why I'm annoyed. It was a statement, with no room for questions. Now I knew I could play the same card.
Come now. I was just playing earlier.
And my fist through your face is also me playing, alright?
Give me your true response, and now return the favor.
Why the fuck did it get foggy? And why did you say it like that? His voice swirled around us, lingering in the air, toying with my mind, as if his words were caressing me, urging me to respond and give him what he wanted. Don't do that, you can't use your magic on me, shut the fuck up. I grit my teeth, struggled to fight back. I help whoever needs it. If someone asks me for help, I help them. It's as simple as that. So I don't decide who to heal, I heal everyone. My body relaxed upon answering, as if freed from the stranger's shadowy clutches. I glared, angry they had still gotten the answers they sought when I still had nothing. What's that just now? Bro, you asked the question again! Seriously, just waste another question?
I really shouldn't answer that. But since you've been so good tonight, I'll reward you.
No?
That was one of my powers. Though, if I'm being honest, you shouldn't have been able to sense it so easily. Your awareness of dragon energy must be quite thorough.
Dragon energy? That was one of their powers, but my ability to sense energy helped me?
I must say, this has been quite interesting. I have to thank you for entertaining me tonight. But I regret to say our time for tonight draws near. Until next time.
Wait! Bitch! Night itself seems to engulf them, as their silhouette disappeared before me. My thoughts had raced through the answers they had given me, the questions that remained. Where the fuck did he go? Out of the corner of my eye, the air seemed to shimmer. Whether it was the trick of the light, or moonlight, or something else, I didn't give myself time to ponder. Read about you in the library, about Faye. Nothing here matches anything about you. What? My lips parted, but the words I was searching for failed to reach my tongue. What are you? What are the Fae? What do you want from me? A million questions raged through my mind, but I knew deep down I wouldn't be getting the answers to any of them.
The library?
The fuck are you here again? You know what? I shouted into the night. I should expect this. His voice whispered through the shadows.
I don't think you'll find much about me in that stuffy little place.
So
If
you've
you
been
want
there.
to know more about me, all you need to do is ask.
And I was asking, and you weren't answering. His deep voice purred into my ear, and something caressed the tips of my cheek. I whirled around, but where I'd earlier felt his presence was now met with nothing, and I knew he was finally gone. A glimmer caught my eye. Small particles floated in the air like starlight, just like the other night. So that was from him as well. I sighed, bringing my hand to my temple. Turning towards home, I felt overwhelmed. My mind and body reeled from all the answers, or lack of, and these new mixed feelings towards the stranger. I don't got mixed feelings. I don't like this man. Did you control yourself this time, Kuna? Yes, and you were right. They responded much more positively than last time. Oh! That's the dude. Your name's Kuna? I can't believe you manhandled them. Actually, I can believe it. Perhaps you've forgotten, Kilum, but it's dangerous for us to be seen. At the time, I didn't think I had a choice. Well, we're lucky they were willing to give you a chance, given your previous behavior. So did you end up learning anything this time, Kuna? They will be able to help us, I'm sure of it. And based on tonight, I think there's a way to convince them. Medina? Apologies. I never thought a day like this would arrive. Agreed. I was surprised myself. The court could use this, even if it's just for the sake of hope. Continue observing them until it's time. We must be careful, otherwise everything could backfire. Understood. Make sure you don't scare them off again. Be good. Don't worry. You have nothing to worry about. I'm so worried about you, actually, so, about that. I paced through the halls in search of Etza, finally ready to tell them everything after last night's ordeal. Where are they? Not in their office or the library? I turned another corner. And they weren't answering their communicator? As I rounded yet another corner, it wasn't Etza I found, but a decent enough replacement. That's crazy. Hey, Gabe, don't call me out like that. His hair shimmered, fiery in the light, and his eyes shone the color of liquid honey. Dust floated in the air, dancing around him as he gazed into the clearing. For once he was alone, no sign of the usual crowd that followed at his heels. The air around him was quiet, tranquil even. Can I help you with something, or are you here to enjoy the view? Oh! Ooh! Your energy's pretty. Should have known that wasn't gonna last that long.
Well, I had a question.
Here to ask how I get my hair so luscious. That and also, like, other questions, but sure. Or perhaps my skin's so soft. Maybe you'd like to ask me on a date. On a date? I don't know about that. Not right now. Not after the trauma I've experienced. I kid. How can I help you?
So,
Fill Kane in on the reason behind my search. My encounters with the stranger, the seed my mother planted in my mind, the cryptic questions about my healing. I told him as much as I could, what I thought of it all. I was planning on telling Etza since they had offered to help before, but Kane stood beside me, silently absorbing everything. Are you alright? Alright as I can be, given everything. Kane smiled, leaving the topic at that. I just don't know what to do. What if I run into one of them again? If protection is what you want, protection is what you'll get. Simple as that. I'd be devastated should anything happen to you. Oh my god, you care! Their words were reassuring, and I certainly felt safer under their promise. Yet, similar to my conversation with Kimura, I couldn't bring myself to accept their offer. Just as there was a force that pushed me from the Fae, yelled at me to run. There was another in equal opposition that pulled me to them, beckoned for me. Against all reason, I wanted to know more about these Fae. Penny for your thoughts. Would you judge me if I said no? To the protection? I nodded. Of course not. But may I know why? I couldn't help but want to learn more about them.
there's so much I still don't know. Who are they? What are they capable of? Why my healing? I know it's dangerous and reckless and...
It's natural to be drawn to mystery. His eyes were gentle, without a hint of judgment, just as he had promised. That being said, we can't have you hazing into danger. Surely there must be a way to learn more about these beings without placing yourself so close to one. The silver-haired stranger's words whispered to me. If you want to know more about me, all you need to do is ask.
Yeah, let's not do that. I'm sure a certain someone would be all too eager about that. I've already tried the library.
My mind ran through everything I learned about the strangers. Lack of energy, the strange magic, starlight. Starlight. The golden-haired stranger had examined it. The silver-haired one had left it behind.
That has to be my best bet. They're both connected to it. One of them has always left something behind. It's small, but it might give me some kind of lead.
Perfect. I only ask that you bring someone with you just in case. Not for protection, just a friend. Bringing someone along would help, not just for safety, but also to have another set of eyes on it. Who do I want to bring? I was saying before that Kane was actually a better option in terms of defense. So I feel like his protection would actually work out really well. As much as I want to pick Etza. Do you want to go with me then, Kane? I'd be honored. Though if this is your excuse to spend time with me, all you needed to do was ask. You wish I wanted to spend more time with you. I do indeed. Always so quick to flatter. It was your suggestion to bring someone with me, so now you have to pay the consequences. Gladly. Shall we head out then? I'll do my best to make sure nothing happens. Wow, with words like that, you actually sound like a Drake. They do say I'm one of the best. Many would pay good money for these personal services. Wow, I'm flattered. Kane laughed alongside me as we made our way outside Central. This is where I encountered the silver-haired stranger. The sun was high in the sky, the area transformed from darkness of the night before. Let's see. Will that starlight still be here? Or did it disappear already? I mean, it's daylight. I don't think it's gonna be here, girly. There! Never mind, I was wrong. Find what you were looking for? I absentmindedly hummed as I perused that faint glimmer. It's their magic, isn't it? A soft luminescent sheen filled the air as I reached out. But I was met with nothing as my fingers swiped through the empty air. What? With energy, I could feel a tug, a pull, a presence. But here, nothing? But last night, I know I felt something when that man cast his magic. So why are these particles so empty now? Actually, were these particles there when he used his magic? Come now, I was just playing earlier. Give me your true response, and I'll return the favor. I couldn't remember. Perhaps these particles weren't their magic. Perhaps these particles were simply a product left behind by their presence, like the echoes of an afterimage. I tried to push back the disappointing rising in my throat. If these particles weren't their magic, what answers could I possibly find in them? Are you alright? Oh, I pressed the button again. Oops. Just frustrated. I laughed bitterly at the dead end. The stranger who attacked me leaves this light behind. And it's here, but I don't know what to make of it. I feel like the answer is staring right at me, but... I sighed, aggravated. Kane squatted beside me, abandoning his temporary patrol spot. How can I help? I'm not sure if there's anything you can do to help. The particles hold no information. Kane smiled. A mischievous glint in his eye shone. Try me. This, I gestured towards the floating starlight, is what I thought could give me a lead. But it's not giving me any of the usual feedback I get from energy. And if I can't learn anything from it, if this is a dead end, I'm sorry, but what exactly am I looking at here? I know it's subtle, but if you just... Here, look. You see this shimmer in the air, the way the light bends and moves here? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. Our eyes stared into each other, Kane's with remorse, mine with disbelief. Am I disappointing you? I apologize. I should have brought... No, maybe you're missing it. It's hard to see. Let me show you. I think pointing to the starlight for them is easier than moving them to the better position because they're still looking around in different locations. Positioned myself behind Kane. Their eyes followed me, confused. Maybe this will help. With my eyes in light with theirs, I leaned in. A warm amber smell surrounded me. I pointed to the small shimmers of light, my arm brushing against their shoulder. My skin tingled at the light contact. Here, do you see? I don't think I can see what you see. What? But... The gift of sight. Something many believe holds a universal truth, when in fact this is hardly the case. So only I can see it? Like how I can only see our energy. I wasn't sure the significance of that was, or how everything tied together. But at least it was a start. Success? I think so. These strangers can use magic. It's different from our energy, and yet I can sense it. Feel the magic when they're using it. See the remnants of it linger in the air. So then what does it all mean? I'm not sure. Maybe it's related to my ability to see energy? Maybe it's related to why that stranger is targeting me. I don't have all the answers yet. But I know it's more than what I was working with before we came here. Kane chuckled beside me. Well, you seem to be in a better place compared to this morning. I'm glad this helped. even if my hand in it was small. Kane, I couldn't have done this without you. Without you, I wouldn't have known this was something only I could see. Plus, I didn't get attacked, right? Not that you were here for protection. Right, I came here as a friend. Or perhaps something more. Ooh, woo. Whatever you came as, thanks. Especially on such short notice. And for listening. Kane rose from his squat, offering his hand to me. Careful, or I might just fall for you. You could try, but Cass has my heart right now. You say like it's a bad thing. Only if you can't handle me. I'd be happy to help again, should you ever need it. Wait, slow down. You're telling me that you think Fae exist? I don't think, I know. Honey, I told you about them as a joke. How long have you been looking into this? I know it's hard to believe, but for some reason, I couldn't let it go. And today I found a clue. After last night, that silver-haired stranger left something behind. It was energy, and it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it, but I've never seen anything like it. So you think these strangers that you've been running into, they're Fae? From Grandma's silly little saying about mysteries of logic and fate? Where nature's law don't apply? Yes, Mom. I didn't appreciate her tone. I couldn't blame her reaction. So what does this mean? Are you going to tell Central? Well, someone from Central already went with me. Really? Who? Kane. Oh, getting close, are you? Mom! Just kidding. Chat is Mom right now. That's all I know. I want to learn more about Fae before telling everyone else. All I know is that they don't use energy. But what do we do with that? I still don't know what they're capable of, their motives, or what Fae really even are. You know, there's this ritual Grandma had. To be honest, I don't know what it's supposed to do. It never really did anything. But since her teachings have gotten us this far, maybe it's worth a try. I don't know what it's meant to do. Didn't that seem risky? I can't say I remember. Sorry, baby. If you don't want to do it, we don't have to. But you're so hung up on these Fae, so... Let's do it. Oh. I missed a line. I don't know what it said. I love that there's a log. I appreciate the log. I grimaced as etched lines weaved in and out before me, entwining to create different symbols on the floor. It felt unnatural, arcane, wrong. Grandma taught you this? Creepy, right? That's an understatement. We don't have to do this if you don't want to. No, I want to. Girl, the worst that can happen, nothing will happen. Unless he shows up in the middle of the arcane symbol, like summoning a demon or some bullshit. Then I can forget all about this ritual. Remember, just say the word and we'll stop. Let's just get this over with. Her nod was short as she took my hand in hers. It was only then that I realized my palms were sweating, knees weak, Bob's spaghetti. The ritual is straightforward. I can do it as far as what Grandma did. Anything for me to do? Grandma always told me to think of Fae when she conducted the ritual, if that's what you want to do. Easy enough. They're always on my mind already. Mom laughed, but her voice was tight, with an edge of nervousness that betrayed her. Let's get to it, then. She closed her eyes and I followed suit, as my mind drifted to the Fae. The starlight arrived first, floating at the corners of my mind. It sharpened, shimmering as it danced in the sunlight. Sunlight that scattered into a gossamer veil, glistening and golden. Gold. The color of the mysterious stranger's hair, their eyes. Their visage sharpened, hair like the sun, eyes liquid gold, clothes evergreen like the forest. Like the night we first met, starlight surrounded them. The night when we ran into each other. I stepped forward, reaching out to them. But a gust of wind pushed me back, rushed past me, nearly lifting me off my feet, just like the night we first met. The wind billowed against my clothes, blew sharply against the tops of my cheeks. Oh my gosh. I would have thought it real had the sound of Mom's voice not pulled me from my memories. Or so I thought. Before us was a stranger I'd so vividly envisioned. Oh my god, I was joking about the fucking summoning circle, bro. no longer was the dreamy embodiment of soft sunlight and warm amber. Instead, smoke filled the room, burned my lungs. Sharp, glowing eyes pierced through me. What in the world?
What is the meaning of this?
Oh! You also have a voice! Outrage flashed in their eyes before hostile recognition settled in. This has never happened.
You.
What do you mean, you?
Who are you?
Who are you? It wasn't a question, it was a command. It wasn't a memory. This was real. Their presence loomed closer, only to be intercepted by my mom. Stay where you are. We mean you no harm. They stilled, the muscles in their body tight were restrained.
Return me. I am not some animal to summon at your will.
It took everything in me to speak. Answer our questions first. Answer, and we'll let you go. We mean no harm. We just want answers.
I am not obligated to provide answers. I owe you nothing.
Well, technically, we're supposed to send you back, right? And you can't go back right now because of our fucking summoning circle. So, please, I'm at my wit's end. I've consulted books, friends, even that strange silver-haired man.
You've talked to the silver-haired man?
Unfortunately, yes.
Tell me more.
This is it. Act carefully. I paused, remembering the silver-haired stranger's words. A question for a question. Only if you answer my questions. You're as brave as ever, I see. Their jaw grew taut, eyes narrowed. Don't let them intimidate you. You can do this. The other night when we met, you're investigating the starlight. What was that? It's always left behind by the silver-haired stranger. I tried investigating it, but I can't figure it out. I don't know what starlight you're talking about. What? Now you're lying to me. I don't lie. Their steady gaze met mine, and I glared at them. How would I get anywhere if this person was willing to blatantly lie to me? So then,
What did they want from you?
play nice. We've gotten this far. I'm not entirely sure what he wants. He asked why I'm a healer and mentioned my ability to see energy. Do you know anything about that?
I may.
Though it is something I cannot disclose to you. Why? Why? Can't disclose to me. What kind of excuse is that? I stepped forward, fed up with this never-ending chase for information. Calm down. You can't keep this from me.
Know your place.
You're the one stuck in the summoning circle. You
I
know
don't
your
owe you
place.
anything. I was summoned here unwillingly.
Well, I've been attacked unwillingly.
Enough.
Wind blasted against us and the smoke thickened. Ah! Mom? Mom! I hurried to her, catching her just before she collapsed. The fuck did you do? When I looked up, my eyes were drawn to theirs, pulled by some invisible force. Slow, steady steps reverberated in the room, unfaltering. Amber smoke closed in on us. What did you do to her? They raised their hand. What are you? I feel like using energy is the smarter move, but I don't know. We'll go with that. Warm energy enveloped my hand, waiting them away. Oh, warning them away. Oops. Don't come any closer. They paused, body completely still in that unnatural way that sends chill down my spine.
I will not hurt you.
Why is it in yellow? A calm washed over my senses. It was their magic. Don't you use your weird fucking powers on me. I've had enough! What are you even? My vision blurred. My limbs went slack. My consciousness faded. Sturdy arms caught me, gently lowering me to the ground.
Who are you?
The fuck if I know? Did I get kidnapped? Are you sure about this, Aisa? I'm certain. If that's the case, things may become more problematic. I'm aware. What is your recommendation, Senja? Well, first is the matter of Kuna. You're positive about their movements. Yes, there were traces of his presence in the town. He's also targeting a human, most likely to use for his own intents and purposes. What do you think, Senja? I would advise monitoring the current situation closely. We can't allow matters to escalate. For everyone's sake. Agreed. The journey back won't be too draining, Aisa? No need to worry about me, Kesari. If you say so. And this human they're targeting, what do you know about them? I'm not sure. They're an enigma. They saw me in the town despite my concealment. Tonight they summoned me with the rituals of old. What? But a human hasn't done that in... I am aware. What does that mean? I've been asking myself the same question. For now, we should monitor both, but Kuna remains our priority. Don't get distracted by the human, Aisa. I won't. You sure you're okay, Mom? Just a pounding headache. My memories are fuzzy. What happened last night? You really don't remember? It's hazy. We summoned someone. Had an entire conversation with them. It doesn't ring a bell? Seems not. Was it that person's magic? Was that Fae magic? It's powerful enough to wipe people's memories? It's fine, Mom. Don't be too upset about it. Besides, it's not like they told us anything helpful. Still, the fact that we summoned them... We were never able to summon anything. No plants, no rocks, not even dirt. For us to have summoned a whole person. I grimaced, slowly feeling like I was getting the weight over my head. Are you alright? Yeah, just a bit overwhelmed. One step at a time. We have all this time in the world to find answers. No need to rush into anything. As long as you're safe, that's all that matters. Yeah, we'll figure this out. But we can't do it if you're constantly throwing yourself into danger. All right. You've made your case, no need to nag. If you listen, I won't have to nag you. Are you sure? Someone's grumpy today. By the way, before you leave, take these. I never believed in them myself, but given everything, it might help. She handed me a small bag of herbs. They're meant to protect you. I sifted through the bag. Many of these I used to heal my own patients. Oh, the night one again. If it'll help you sleep at night. The recent incidents with the silver-haired stranger, my investigation into the starlight, and now the fact I summoned someone into my house. Any concerns about them not having enough evidence of Fae were out the window. I needed protection. If Fae were after me, that wasn't something I wanted to take on alone. Kimura told me to let him know if I needed anything. But calling up the head of Central out of the blue? How can I do that? Maybe Etsa can help. They're kind of like my partner, right? In more ways than one, anyway. Plus, they already offered their help in the riverbed. Please be in your office today, Etsa. Oh, it's you two. Oh, thank goodness. Etsa, you're here. Oh, Fenrir, you're here too. I was just leaving. Don't worry. Wait! Maybe it's better if you're here too. If he's the Hydra, he should know about the Fae's existence too. What is it? I have something to tell you, and it might sound crazy, but I'm asking you both to trust me. Of course. What did you want to say? Fenrir, you know that term I asked you about the other day? Hey, what about it? Well, the reason I asked you about them is because they're real. They're real? Yes, and I didn't know it at the time, but now I do, and last night we summoned one. I don't mean to interrupt, but Fae. They're fictional creatures, magical beings only found in the most ancient of children's stories. I know it doesn't seem plausible, but I summoned one last night. Please, you have to believe me. I don't not believe you. It's just hard to wrap my head around. And I'm assuming these strangers that have been targeting you are Fae? Yes. For a while, I wasn't sure. I looked into it on my own because the idea seemed so ridiculous, and I didn't want to be judged if it was completely off the mark. But after experiencing magic up close, the crawling shadows, the hypnotizing voice, the memory manipulation, it was nothing like our energy. Kimura offered me protection a while ago. I didn't accept it at the time. My curiosity got the better of me. But now you'd like it. I nodded. Etsa had a talent for understanding what was unsaid. Of course. Thank you for telling us. We'll inform Kimura today. If there's anything else you want to know about the Fae, let me know. Yeah, will do. With their promises of protection, I finally felt something I hadn't felt in a while. Relief. As I headed home, I realized I had some free time on my hands. Oh! Well, we haven't visited the flower field. I think this is the last one. And... Okay, get Etza. Come to think of it, Mom says she's hosting another flower festival. Maybe I'll drop by to support her. Should I invite anyone? Yes. And I will invite Etza. Thank you very much. Oh, Etza's calling me. Etza? What is it?
Well, I have a bit of free time right now, and I found myself thinking of you.
I got you were thinking me! Anyway.
I was wondering if you were free and wanted to spend some time together. Maybe do something not related to work for once.
Etza thought of me! That's so sweet. I'm free. What did you have in mind?
Oh, I'm glad. I'll message you the details.
Okay, see you then. Lush flowers adorned the forest floor, a sea of color that extended the horizon. In the middle of that sea stood someone equally beautiful, with glistening white hair and flowing white robes. Etza! You're here. You haven't been waiting long, have you? Not at all. I barely gotten a chance to look at the field. What I have seen is stunning, though. I've never seen anything like it. Sunlight dappled our skin. The fragrance of lavender and other wildflowers floated in the air. They were right. Mom had undoubted herself today. Etza held their arm out as they motioned the rest of the clearing. Shall we? We walked in tandem through the field, flowers framing our vision, and the delicate floral underbrush softening our steps. Surrounded by the colorful canopy, Etza looked even more stunning. The white of their robes and hair were brighter, the complexion of their skin richer, their depth of their eyes even more mesmerizing. They looked like a picture straight out of a fairy tale. What was that? Did I say that out loud? It was a me. You can tell me. I'm embarrassed. I'd never judge you. I was just thinking how you look like you're from a fairy tale right now. I see. Then, can I have this dance? Oh my god! The Riz is working! The Riz is working! Etza bowed, the epitome of chivalry, and held out their hand. I took their hand. If people wanted to watch, then so be it. As they pulled me close, I could feel their hand shaking. They were nervous? It's okay, just focus on me. Etza searched my eyes and I held their gaze. They nodded and held my hand tighter. Ooh, 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 ooh. I feel like I'm more confident in this scenario. Right? Perhaps? Or at least the dialogue, I seemed more confident. I would not do this though. I'm awful at dancing. I placed my hand at the small of their back and stepped forward. They followed my lead. I can't believe I'm doing this, if I'm being honest with you. Really? You were pretty confident when you asked for this dance. After you mentioned the fairy tale, I had to rise the occasion for you. We moved in sync in our small corner of the flower field. Perhaps people were watching, but all that melted away as we stared into each other's eyes. We existed in a world of our own, a fairy tale of our own making. You seem less nervous now. I imagine it has something to do with you. There's something about you. Something magnetic. Me? Magnetic? By Illit? Yes, when we first met, I thought it had to do with your energy. But now... Oh, I can still toggle the energy here. Cool. From lowered lashes, Etza's eyes roamed over the rest of my features. A dusty rose blush settled over their cheeks. Etza stopped and faltered, tripping over the length of their robes. They fell forward but caught themselves before they collided with me. Oh! Strands of their white hair fell forward, brushing against the tips of my cheeks. Our eyes met. I found an infinite blue that I could get lost in forever. Apologies. They looked away, that blush from before deepening in color. Don't get shy on me now, Etza. I shut my eyes and dozens of petals scattered in the wind, dancing around us, and a particularly strong breeze blew past. When I opened them, Etza and I were mere centimeters apart. Yes? I was breathless. The smell of lavender and vanilla surrounded me as Etza reached up. Their fingers brushed against my forehead before they carefully pulled something off of me. It was a petal, one that had made a home on the top of my head. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It's okay. Thank you. Our words were whispers now. Etza handed the petal to me before clearing their throat and straightening. Ah, man! Just kiss already! That may be my limit for today. Shall we enjoy the rest of the field? Yeah, let's. I held the petal in my hand, a keepsake of our dance together. The feeling of Etza brushing against me lingered in my mind. Oh? Where is this? I'm in the darkness. The shadows of night. I'm in the void now. Where the fuck am I? What? Where am I? A sharp pressure dug into my gut, and I realized with horror that I was flung over someone's shoulder. What? How? What? I'm gonna stay calm and assess the situation first. Whoever this is, they haven't noticed I'm awake yet. I just need to wait until the moment's right, then catch them off guard. Now! They stepped. With all of my weight, I heaved my body to the side.
What?
Whoop. I landed on the forest floor with my harsh thud. The pain didn't register until I was already running.
Wait!
I knew that voice. Even in my sleep, I could recognize it. And that's exactly why I ran. Dark branches reached for me, raked against my skin. Air came into my lungs in shorter bursts. My breathing grew shallow. My limbs lit on fire. What the fuck did I run into? The night shadow pulled the forest floor from under me, and the world lurched before stopping suddenly. Strong arms held me. Bitch! But they were by no means welcome. Let me go! You said you wouldn't hurt me. You lied! Yeah, no shit.
As far as I'm aware, you're the one uninjured, while I'm the one sporting quite the bruise from you.
My blood burned at the sound of their voice. They were making jokes? At a time like this? I thrashed in their arms, but their grip only tightened, restricting my movements.
I believe I mentioned it would be bad if anyone saw me. I'd appreciate if you could keep the noise to a minimum.
I'd appreciate if you kept kidnapping me to a minimum. Let me go!
I can't grant that request, little one. I apologize.
You attack me, steal me from my home, and you don't even have the decency to tell me what you want? You're a coward, little bitch. You couldn't summon the courage to face me, so you resort to this? Whisking me away like I'm nothing? Silence. Only the sound of my heavy breathing filled the air. Well? Oh, you don't speak anymore. I couldn't risk your rejection.
When you are used to desperation,
Oh, you speak
to
again.
rejection, you no longer expect help to come. And I'm running out of time. I will do whatever it takes to help those who need it.
Is that so, Kuna? Oh, so you are... Okay, that's confirmed, Kuna. Another voice, this one from above. Naas tightened his grip on me.
You are bordering on dangerous sentiment if that is the case.
Oh, that's the golden-eyed person. Asa.
I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Considering you've been following me like a dog.
Let them go. You put many in danger with your actions.
That's rich coming from you. Unfortunately, I made it this far. You can't turn back now. You understand, right? Let them go. I won't say it again. Silence thickened the tension in the air, and I could practically hear the smirk form on Kuna'a's lips.
Make me.
We moved so fast that the air collapsed in on us. The wind howled in my ears, whipped past my face as we twisted and turned through the forest canopy. Ah!
Can I ask you to quiet yourself, little one?
No, bitch! Go to hell! His low chuckle vibrated against me.
I'm afraid hell doesn't exist for beings like me.
Let them go.
Oh, who's this? My heart skipped at the familiar, much-needed voice. Drook?
We're coming. Hold on.
Help!
You have quite the horde of supporters, don't you?
Kunaa quickened, weaving between the trees, the forest now blur around us. The distance between us and everyone else grew wider and wider. No! Hot, searing energy flew past us. Kane! Another sharper magic cut through the air, splintering the tree near us, and sending me from Kunaa's arms. The feeling of nothingness lasted for a second. The absence of Kunaa's presence against me. The absence of the wind rushing against my skin. The absence, even, of gravity's pull. Am I floating? That is until gravity took a hold of me, latched into every inch of my body, and yanked me towards the forest floor. My screams pierced the night sky as wind and branches cut against my skin. Do something, anything! I have to channel energy because that's the only thing I can do. Oof! Pain seared through my body. But it was nothing compared to how serious my injuries could have been. Thank God. I actually did it. Actually. I rose only to see... Everyone's here! Why are you all here?
We came as fast as we could.
Little one, please. I don't mean harm. I promise.
You did not prove yourself at all through this action. Aisa's gilded eyes waited in the darkness, their figure unmoving, hidden in the trees. As I stared at everyone around me, my eyes drifted too. I gotta, they raise me up. I gotta do it as much as, you know, I gotta. I don't know what those moons and flowers mean. Central, Kane, Druk, Fenrir, Etza, each one their stances was still rigid.
It's all right. We're here now.
And then chaos descended. Kunaa dropped from the trees, edging towards me with inhuman speed. Before he could take a step, a powerful wind pushed him away, our darted towards Central. The sound of combat surrounded me. Etza and Fenrir were closer now. I was almost with them. Etza! Fenrir! Reached towards each other. And we were stopped!
Look out!
Ah! What? Silver magic flew past, narrowly missing me. When I turned, Kunaa was close, with arms outstretched and triumphant smirk plastered across their face. What happened to Kane and Druk?
I don't think so.
Druk!
Etza, Fenrir, get out of here. We got this.
As if summoned by name, Etza and Fenrir arrived beside me, pulling me away.
Do you really think you'll get away after such blatant insult?
You tried kidnapping me! Kunaa expertly parried Druk's attack, reaching once again relentlessly for me, before an array of herbs were thrown in their face.
What?
Kane joined Druk. The two resumed their attack, forcing Kunaa's back. The entire scene faded into the distance as I ran with Etza and Fenrir. Are Kane and Druk going to be okay?
They'll join us soon. Our mission was to save you. Druk and Kane will not overstay their company with those two.
Etza says that, but Kunaa seems so strong. If Kane and Druk end up hurt because of me...
Kane and Druk are two of our most elite drakes. Trust in their abilities.
Reassurance was clear in Etza's eyes. Fenrir calmly stared back, nodding once to agree with Etza. But to run away while I know they're fighting something so dangerous, that makes me feel...
After such success, I would have expected a more welcoming look on your face.
Oh! Everyone's here! Kane, Druk!
There you go. That's the spirit.
You're okay.
We may not have had the chance to personally show off for you, but we are professionals. This is just another day in the life of a Drake.
Even then, when I'm the one who's responsible for putting you in danger.
Beyond it being our jobs, we wouldn't wish harm upon you. Of course, we are happy to keep you safe.
Your mom called. Told us you disappeared. Given everything that's been happening recently.
We weren't certain something bad happened, but we didn't want to take any chances. Etza was able to detect you, and Fenrir knows the area well. From there, it was merely a game of hide and seek.
They were able to mobilize that quickly? Maybe it's because I've never been in these kinds of situations before, but I had no idea Central's capabilities extended this far. That level of teamwork and action was beyond impressive. Thank you, everyone. I don't know what to say.
No need to thank us. We're just glad you're safe.
A silence settled over us as the events of the night sank in. While they probably wouldn't admit it out loud, it was clear everyone was exhausted. I regarded Etsa as they walked beside me. Through the chaos, Etsa had stayed by my side, guiding me through the forest with Fenrir. Even now, their hand remained at my back like an anchor of safety.
Are you all right?
No, but I am just a little shaken up, mostly from that brutal fall. I winced at the reminder, the soreness in my muscles sharpening. Etsa moved to me, gesturing towards my injuries.
Do you mind?
I shook my head, and their hands hovered over me. The blue in their eyes deepened and glowed as they calmly looked me over, eyelids lowered in focus. Soon their hand paused, right where it hurts most, expected from the head wyvern at Central. Their energy brightened, mirroring the brightness of their eyes, and a cool sensation washed over me, placing all the pain. I moved my limbs back and forth, testing the full range of motion. Good as new. Thanks, Etsa. They nodded, returning to their original spot beside me, their hand once again at my back as we continued to walk with the others.
It's the least I can do after everything you've been through. I feel as if we should have known better, done more.
I don't think you could have done anything better than you already have.
They were able to steal you away, right from under our noses.
Kimura did offer protection. I was the one being stubborn.
Even so, given how much you've run into them.
There's no way we could have known. Everything about this was so new.
Like the existence of Fae? I can't believe beings that powerful exist. And they don't use dragon energy. It's a miracle you've made it this far, uninjured.
Agreed. All that power Kuna'at's displayed tonight. How have I made it this far uninjured?
Why were they so interested in you? What did they want from you?
As Etsa mused to themselves, their hand slipped away from the small of my back. I pushed down the disappointment at the emptiness from where their hand had been.
Everything all right?
Huh? Yes, Etsa, sorry. Etsa stared at me, puzzled, before offering their arm to me.
I apologize. I got lost in my thoughts. You've been through a lot tonight. I'm sure you're exhausted from the running and falling. My arm is here for you, should you need it.
I took it, suppressing my smile. As they pulled me close, I was once again greeted by the solid steadiness of their body. Their long hair danced in the wind, tickling my shoulder and cheek every so often. The tension from my own body faded at their presence. We continued down the path, surrounded by the rest of the drakes, as Etsa mused to themselves. Their mind may have been elsewhere, but leaning on them gave me a sense of security. By Etsa, I felt safe. Oh, I should have checked their other energies. I didn't get to see them, but to be continued. Well, when the game comes out. I do believe this game is in early access, so you can access more of it, I assume. Wow, what a game! Oh my god. I didn't expect this story to take the way that it did, but like, the best thing I think about this game is probably its world building. Like, I'm so intrigued about like how they're gonna handle the Fae stuff and like what the Fae are actually looking for and like how Central works. Like, this is definitely like, if you are a lore person in general, this is certainly a game that you get addicted to very easily. Also, I really did like the voice acting. Like, everyone did such a good job. I wish there was more voice acting, but I'm a little bit biased, okay? Okay, I'm looking at the voice acting. Of course I like cat. It's Shoyu food. That makes so much sense. I did not also realize that John Pantanod is also in this. That's kind of crazy. I did not clock that at all. Oh my god. Wait, that's so fucking funny. Because I love Keys from Date Everything. It makes sense I'd really like Cat. It's the same voice actress. Oh my god, I am screaming. This makes a lot of sense now. But overall, incredible game. Oh my god. I really want to see where this world is, because like, there's so much possibility there. There's so much that you could do with it, you know? So I'm very excited that it's at least in early access. So soon, full release, right? Right. But What do you guys think? Do you think I should have raised a different person, perhaps? Or what were you thinking about the lore and the situations and stuff within this world? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!